Evening, everyone, and welcome to Polo High School here. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk once again, and it's the Battle of the Blacktop here, Mr. Folk, as this is a game that's circled every year for both of these communities, and we're expecting a good one here tonight.
Yeah, it fixes to be a good game here tonight. Battle of the Blacktop. A little detour on the way on the Blacktop here lately, but everybody still made it, and fixes to be a good game here tonight.
Yep, both these teams come in 2-0 on the year. Neither have been tested yet so far either, so we'll see how both respond. I'm sure both teams are going to face a little adversity maybe for the first time all season, Kurt.
You might run into a point here where none of these first-string teams have maybe played a full game quite yet, so see kind of how their stamina holds up, but everybody looks ready to play. Nice atmosphere so far here tonight. Things are kicking off, ready to go.
Yep, we appreciate the hospitality. They got us set up in a great spot here at Polo. They always treat us well. Coach Ted Alston and Josh Gorsney, they always take care of us over here, so we appreciate that. But like I said, Milledgeville coming in at 2-0, number 3 ranked in the state of 8-man. Polo coming in 2-0, ranked number 2 in state in the 8-man. So this is one of the premier matchups all season. You don't get many of these great matchups all year, but this is one of them. So,
yep. Like you said, circle it on the calendar, thinking about it, and getting your jobs done the week before, but now it's time to go to work.
Yep, it is a trophy game as well. So the traveling trophies between the two towns, Milledgeville has it, as they won last year in Milledgeville by a score of 54-38. I believe, did you do that game with me last year?
Yeah, we covered that game last year too. That's kind of where Polo kicked off the kind of wildcat formation. They switched to that and had some success there. I think we kind of got a run on them in the first half and more or less put that game away, but they found something with Brock Salto and that wildcat last year and have pretty much stuck with it since then.
Yeah, and made a nice run all the way to the state semifinal. So, yep, that's the talk of this game. It's you got the two stud quarterbacks, yeah. Salto, Nye. Like I said, if you can't get here, watch this game tonight. Those two might be the last time those two match up. Maybe they'll meet again in the playoffs. That's something we haven't had yet in the 8-man playoffs. That'd be fun to see. But I'm going to enjoy this matchup of Nye versus Salto at least one more time. It should be a classic. Like two of the premier quarterbacks and athletes in the state of Illinois, and especially 8-man football.
Yep. Just looking at two athletic kids that love to play the game, know how to play the game, like to compete. It's obviously more than that, but that's the big matchup. It's Polo's got to stop Nye, and Milledgeville's got to stop Salto.
Yeah, that could be who's going to step up, the supporting cast. That's probably going to be the deciding factor in this. I got to believe Salto's going to get his, Nye's going to get his yards. It's who's going to be the surprise player.
Yeah, great players are great players. Great players get their stuff in, but yeah, everybody else, it's their time to step up, make that big tackle, make that big play, whatever's needed at the time. Get things going for their team.
Yep, Polo 2-0. They won week 1 here against Peoria Heights by a score of 62-14. Then last week they were at Orangeville on a Saturday. They went up there and beat the Broncos 50-6. They host the Missiles tonight, and then they're at Ridgewood next week, which should be their ranked number 4. So back-to-back good, tough matchups here for Polo. And the Missiles, they come in 2-0. They had 2 home games, their first road test of the season here tonight. River Ridge, they beat the first week by a score of 48-0. And week 2, they beat Peoria Quest by a score of 64-14. But I said both these teams are expecting a much tighter, more physical game here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a repeat for anybody here of what happened the first 2 weeks. That's not knocking any of those programs, but, you know, like you said, it's a lot of JV action, a lot of second-team action. We're going to see more of each team's first squad than maybe we've seen either of their first 2 matchups this season so far.
Yep, other games around the area in 8-man football. It's Orangeville at River Ridge, Alden Hebron at South Beloit, Danville Schlarman at Kirkland Hiawatha, Peoria Heights and West Central. That was last night. Peoria Heights beat West Central. It's West Central, the defending state champs, fall to 0-3 on the year. And Galva is at Bushnell-Prairie City, Ridgewood at Decatur Unity Christian, Milford Cissna Park at Flanagan, Cornell Woodland, and Metro East at Blue Ridge. And the NUIC games here going on tonight. That's just battles every week in that conference. It's just loaded with good matchups. The Dakota at number 9 and 3A Dupec. Forreston, number 2 and 1A at number 10 Galena. Both those teams off to 2-0 starts. That should be a good one. And one of these teams is going to get their first win here tonight. Yeah. EPC 0-2 at state-ranked number 7 and 0-2 Fulton Steamers.
0-2 holding that number 7 ranking. They played a tough schedule so far and you mentioned it, Kyle. You don't get a night off in the NUIC. I even tell my volleyball team that there's no nights off in our conference.
Yep, absolutely. And Fulton, they lost a tight one to Forston, one that they led the majority of that game, let it slip away there at Forston. And then they hosted Lena Winslow last week, and I believe it was 32-8. So if you do not get the running clock against Lena Winslow, consider that a victory.
Consider that a victory almost anymore, it seems.
I know Fulton does not, but I said, I think it was 16-0 at half. So they hung right with them. Another contest that features, it's a rivalry game as well, just like Milledgeville Polo here tonight. Lee Wynn, 2-0, ranked number 1 at Stockton. Coach Downey trying to pull off what would be a huge upset tonight. I think the Blackhawks are going to hang with them for a while tonight.
I think they can hang with them, and maybe Coach Downey can cement his legacy there and pull one off for the Blackhawks. But, that's kind of another battle there, rivalry matchup, just right down Highway 20 there. The kids probably know each other pretty well, but Lena Winslow kind of has continued their dominance here. Stockton hoping to compete and send a little message.
Yeah, Stockton's really looked good in their first two games. They really battled Dupac week 1, a game they led for the majority of that game, a late touchdown, and then they handled Hayworth there last week impressively. So they're sitting at 1-1, and the last game is West Carroll goes on the road for the non-conference game of the week as they are at Aurora Central Catholic. So 0-2 West Carroll against Aurora Central Catholic. That rounds out the other games. I see Kyle Kampmeyer on the sidelines here tonight, the man, the myth, the legend himself for NUIC football. If you need to know anything about NUIC football, that guy does an amazing job covering not only the NUIC but the 8-man game as well.
He covers the area. It's nice to see that he gives the 8-man its credit and its credit due where it is, because it's still really good football here in this 8-man action. But if you don't follow his Facebook page, I'd get on his Facebook page. I'd follow him at any chance you can.
Yep,
wealth of knowledge for our conference here.
Yep, he does amazing work. Kyle Kampmeyer, NUICfootball.com, or on Twitter, on Facebook. But that shows the respect he has. He's here tonight.
He's here.
There's other. I just listed a number of great NUIC matchups, but yes, he follows both these two programs very closely. So I'm glad that he is on board here tonight. You'll be able to get updates from him as well. As another one I want to shout out to is the View from the West podcast. Another area that does not just NUIC football, but all from the Quad Cities north, the Northwest Illinois part of football. Greg Armstrong, Mitch Stormer. Every week, I listen to my podcast. That's a must-to listen to every week. Those two, they always cover 8-man football as well, but NUIC, the Western Big Six, the Three Rivers, they do it all. Like I say, they're on a couple times a week. They'll have an Instant Reacts podcast late tonight that you can always tune into, and I believe Tuesday, so that's always another one to tune into. As well as Brian Roosh at WCCI and the Coaches Show every Saturday morning. Another guy that's out all the time covering, talking to coaches every Saturday morning on your Sports Leader WCCI. Tune in there and listen to all the area coaches rehash the game from last night. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff here.
Would everybody please stand and take off their hats?
As we're going to cut away for the national anthem. Then we'll be back for the starting rosters and the opening kick for the Battle of the Blacktop here at Polo. Welcome back here to Polo High School. Moments away from kickoff. We'll go over the starting lineups here first for the Marcos. We got Brock Salto at quarterback, running back D'Angelo Fernandez, fullback Jeffrey Donaldson, tight end Landon Brooks, tight end Nathaniel Yingling, guard Logan Nelson, center Jacob Monaco, guard Alex Albano. Defensively, we got Landon Brooks, defensive end, defensive tackle Jacob Monaco, defensive tackle Logan Nelson, defensive end D'Angelo Fernandez, linebacker Nathaniel Yingling, linebacker Brock Salto, linebacker Gage Ziegler, and cornerback Noah Duty. Head coach by Ted Alston, assisted by Jesse Culbertson, Jeff Barger, Matt Scholl, and Cliff Bardell. For the Missiles here tonight, offensively got Connor Nye at quarterback, running back Connor Johnson, fullback Micah Tom Smith, tight end Carter Livingood, tight end Bryce McKenna. Guards are Dalton Adamick and Jacob Promenschenko with Bruce Raymond. The center defensive line tonight is Jacob Promenschenko and Carter Livingood. Linebackers Micah Tom Smith, Spencer Nye, Connor Nye, Wyatt Miners, and Bryce McKenna with defensive back Connor Johnson. Missiles are coached by Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Caravia, Calvin O'Kins, and Cameron Dautine. Battle of the trenches pretty evenly. The Polo O-line averages 227, Missiles D-line 208, so slight advantage here in Polo. The Missiles O-line is 210, Polo's 210, so about a wash there. Polo anchored by the big guard there, Logan Nelson, a 6'4", 300-pound junior, so he's a load up front there.
Missiles will look to use their quickness there, take that advantage, the slight advantage that the Marcos do have there on that line.
Missiles look like they will be returning the kick. We missed the opening toss of who won or who deferred or whatever. It looked like the Missiles are going to receive the ball here first.
Worked out well for us last week, Kyle. So.
Yeah, see if Micah Tom Smith can repeat that. I have a feeling Polo's not going to kick it deep. We'll see.
Yeah.
One thing the Missiles are missing a little bit of the lightning quickness there. Not quite as, they're still pretty quick, but
still
not
pretty quick,
quite the breakaway speed they had last year.
Yeah, missing Kason Johnson there, Bryce Audie's speed. Felt like they could bust one at any moment on returns, long throws.
Kason Allen set to kick, and we are underway. Going to be an onside kick. Is that hit early? Yep, there's the flag. It was close. It was about the 9-yard line.
That might have been about the perfect onside kick if they had let that bounce one more time, but they caught her almost even about at the 9.5.
Yeah, Missiles were a little too patient there for my liking, but yeah, that was a great kick by Allen, but a little early touch. As the Missiles are going to have it 1st and 10, ball on the Marco 49-yard line, so you'll take that if you're head coach Jason Rowe.
Yeah, good starting field position here for the Missiles. Let's see what Connor Nye can lead the team to here on their first drive. Yeah, you'd think on that onside kick you'd want somebody to come up and corral that, sit down on it, make sure we end up with it. But
two running backs, Johnson and Tom Smith, double tight end set, Nye under center to start. Going to hand it to Tom Smith. And he gets a nice push there after the initial hit at the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward for about 4.
Nice positive yardage there by Micah Tom Smith. Keep his legs moving. Looked like he was bottled up for about a 2-yard gain, pushed it forward for 4 or 5 yards.
2nd down and 6 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 45-yard line. Missiles in the road, white uniforms, black helmets, black pants, black lettering with orange and black trim. 2 running backs set once again, Nye under center. Gonna once again give it to Tom Smith, and that time not much there. Just a 1-yard gain.
1 yard gain for Micah on that play. Connor tried to get in there and push the pile a little bit, but Polo held up and pushed back with more people.
Yingling in there on the stop with a host of other Marcos. Is Monaco in there. So 3rd and about 5 for the Missiles now. Ball on the Marco 44-yard line. This time they're going to go shotgun formation.
Missiles.
McKenna split out wide to the right.
Going power with the first couple plays here. They're going to give it to
Little
Nye.
high snap. Nye going to lower his shoulder. Going to try. He's going to be short. Looked like Salto wrestled him down there out of bounds. Going to be about a yard short.
Short of the first down. We got to think this is a pretty manageable 4th down for the Missiles. I don't think we'll be sending the punt team out here, obviously, this field position.
Aggressive run there by Nye.
Yeah.
He didn't have much there. He just lowered the shoulder and drug some Polo defenders with him 3 yards.
I think the high snap there kind of slowed that play down a little bit initially, but then Nye just got the best out of it that he could, pushed a few Polo Marco defenders backwards.
4th and 1. There's the surge. The Missile line carrying Nye ahead.
pile's still moving.
35-yard quarterback sneak. Actually, 6-yard quarterback sneak there. Great push there by the Missiles. And 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 34-yard line. He was stacked right at the line.
Yeah, they hit him right away, but the line kept pushing. The backs came in and pushed a little bit, and I kept his legs moving. Ended up with about a 6-yard gain there on a 4th and 1.
10-11 to go here in this opening quarter. We're still scoreless. First possession of the ball game. Nye going to take it right up the middle once again. He sees a lane there with those D tackles inside. He's going to sneak up there for 5, maybe 6 yards.
Hey, Polo very aggressive there on the defensive line. Their ends kind of just knife in.
29-yard line.
I don't know if Nye saw something there, if that was a called play, but either way, effective first down run.
2nd down and 5 for the Missiles. Ball inside the Marco's 30 at the Marco 29-yard line. This is kind of the offensive the Missiles want to do. The ball control offense, control the clock, control the run game.
Keep Salto and his offense off the field.
Yep. Nye going to take it and hit in the backfield, but he's going to still get another push forward after making a man miss in the backfield. Going to be about a gain of 3. Going to be about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, the Marcos defense is busting through hard and fast. Nye absorbing that first contact, getting the best he can out of each play here.
Spencer Nye checking in. A shuffle looked like Bruce Raymond, the starting center, out for the Missiles. So we'll see
what kind of formation the Missiles come out in here.
So Promenschinkel going to have to move to center. Livingood moves into the guard spot.
A guard spot.
3rd and 2. So new center here. Keep that in mind. And that's what happens. Bad snap. Now it's going to be 4th and 6.
Quarterback going. Bad snap. Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, no matter who the backup is there, you know they're just not getting the reps that the main center's getting. Nerves hit you a little bit, knowing, oh, now I got to snap the ball when you've been maybe prepping all week for a certain position. We'll see what the Missiles can come up with here on 4th down.
So 4th down and 6, ball on the 30-yard line. So that's a big injury, losing your center there. The Missiles have things going their way. See if they can convert here. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Nye. Gotta believe they're going to bring pressure. Nye's going to roll to his right. Throws it right to Tom Smith, but we got a flag on the play. So hold up. We'll see what the flag is. Somebody moved. I'm not sure. Would have been a 4th down conversion for the Missiles. Now we'll see what we got.
So I didn't see anything there.
Yep, illegal formation, full start. Yep, that's a big penalty there. Wipe off a conversion of 4th and 6.
Nice little bootleg there, kind of roll Connor out away from the pressure. Again, these Marcos defensive ends crashing down hard, kind of knifing in. Don't really seem to necessarily be caring about that outside contain, just get to the backfield as quickly as they can. Completely negated by the penalty, though.
Okay, now 4th and 11 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 35-yard line. Or on the Marcos 35-yard line, excuse me. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Timeout Polo. Coach Alston did not like something defensively there.
Saw something with the formation or lineup that he didn't like, so he called timeout.
Yep.
Burned one early here.
With that timeout, I'd like to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible as well. And they include the Milledgeville State Bank, the Mill Wheel Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, and Ruby's Coffee Coach as well. We'll have the Missiles player of the game after, once again sponsored by Selman Electric. So once again, thank you all sponsors for making the broadcast possible.
Yeah, thank you to those sponsors for allowing us to do this every week we can, Kyle.
Yes, we enjoy doing it, but yes, it helps to have a little backing as well.
As much as we'd like to get the call from the NFL Network someday, we're doing this for free, but thank you to those sponsors for allowing us to do it.
So now, coming out of the timeout here. 4th and 11 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 35-yard line.
Missiles use that timeout there to get a couple snaps in with Promenschinkel and Nye.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Nye takes the snap, drops back to pass, Throws it to Tom Smith, and he's got it at the sticks. He's going to have the first down.
Yes.
Nice pass, Nye to Tom Smith.
Nice catch there by Micah. He had to go up and get it a little bit. Kept a foot in bounds as he was being driven out of bounds.
Needed 11, he got 13. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 22-yard line.
Nice job by Connor Nye there, stepping up
It was good to see.
inside the pressure too and making a throw. A lot of times maybe he'd bail on that play and try to get it with his legs.
First and 10 for the Missiles. Nye, shotgun snap, rolls to his right. Gonna air it out deep for Tom Smith. He's got him in the corner, and it's caught for a Missile. Touchdown! Right in the corner of the end zone. What a throw by Nye. What a catch by Tom Smith. 22 yards for a Missile touchdown.
Beautiful throw and catch there by Nye and Tom Smith. Connor Nye under pressure. Perfect throw to the corner of the end zone. That pylon, Micah able to come down with it again.
Yep, the defensive back just kind of lost Tom Smith there. He was with them and got turned around a little bit and knocked the pylon over, falling down, but the catch is good.
Yeah, great throwing that where pretty much only Micah could come down with it.
2-point conversion. Nye gonna pitch it to Johnson. Johnson trying to get the corner, and he does. 2-point conversion, good. 7:11 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. A great start here for the Missiles, Kurt. They march right down the field, convert a big 4th and 11, and convert it Nye to Tom Smith for 22 yards. Couldn't draw it up any better for Coach Rebel and the Missiles.
Couldn't ask for much of a better start there. It took some time off the clock.
Nye kicking off the Missiles.
Other than the injury.
Yeah.
But like you said, you spotted Bruce. Looks like he's back up walking around.
Bruce Raymond was down over there kind of getting a looked at, but he's up. He's walking around. Did a few snaps over there with Evan Schenk, so hopefully we see Bruce back on the field.
Nye set to toe it up for the Missiles. Fernandez back deep for the Marcos. Going to be the onside kick, and that's going to hit a Missile as well.
Same thing.
And the Marcos are going to be given ideal field position, a yard better than the Missiles, as they'll be on the Missiles' 48-yard line to start things off.
Hit a Marco at 9 yards, hit a Missile at 8.
Now we get to see, I would say, the favorite for preseason player of the year, and he hasn't done the Brock Salto, the do-it-everything quarterback here for the Marcos.
Yeah, I think the mission here for the Missiles is pretty simple. Tackle 17.
Yep. But like I said, they are much more than that. Dilo Fernandez kind of had a coming-out party last year after Grenoble went down injured. Very talented back as well. Salto gonna take the snap, and he's got room to run. Gonna be tackled by Dalton Adamick. And a flag on the play afterwards.
Maybe a little extracurricular activity here.
Sideline warning on the Marcos, I believe.
Sideline warning.
Players getting a little too close to the sidelines there, being asked to back up.
Gain of 6 there for Salto.
Might not be the first time tonight we see players kind of encroach on the field a little bit. I think emotions are high, excitement's high. I think for the most part the Missiles did what they wanted to do on that play. They did a nice job filling gaps. You got to imagine we have somebody just kind of spying Salto, going where he's going.
Salto going to be the quarterback keep once again. Salto's going to have a first down, I believe, right at the sticks.
Looks like they got him marked just past it.
First down, Polo.
Give a shout out to my dad who just said he's listening. If you're listening, give me or Kurt a shout out. We're Brooks there on the Facebook feed, YouTube feed. Kinsley, my daughter, watching as well. She just sent me a message. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, comment. Let us know. We take the good, the bad, and the ugly. We can take it. Let us know. I've watched a little bit of Polo's film in these first couple runs here. Salto just hard to bring down.
He is. Like, he's tall and like lanky. He doesn't look like he'd be that fast, but he is. Like, he always runs faster than what you think he is. He is impressive.
Deceptive speed.
Going to be Fernandez, and he's going to be met in the backfield.
By Spencer Nye, kind of held him up. Missiles fly in and clean it up.
Going to be no gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah. Again, Spencer Nye with the initial contact there, then a host of missiles were there to clean up that play.
So with Bruce out, looks like Adamick and Livingood, the defensive lineman.
Yeah, missiles sticking with that 2 linemen.
2-5 look. Yep.
38-yard line.
Second down and 11 now for the Marcos. Ball on the missiles, 38-yard line. Shotgun formation for Salto. Tight end goes in motion. Salto going to keep it around that side. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. And finally going to be drugged down. But, man, he is shifty. He is just fun to watch run. Johnson finally brings it down, but he's going to gain 12 yards.
At 17, Brock just started to talk about it. Shifty. He's hard to bring down. He overpowers without looking overpowering.
Yes, he does.
The spin moves, that makes him hard to bring down. I always thought that was just effective in flag football. I always tell kids in PE, you're playing flag football, if you don't want to get caught, just do a spin move the whole way down the field.
The jump cuts, and he's got all the tools.
He looks like he runs pretty straight up and down, but people just seem to bounce off of him.
Gonna hand it off this time off the right side. 31 Dewey. Dewey's got room to run down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
I think we're moving backwards here from the Marcos.
Gonna have a hold over here, I believe, is the initial signal I seen. So first penalty on the Marcos. So the last time I was here, I got to broadcast the semifinal game, Polo and West Central, and what a game that was.
Yeah.
I know Polo doesn't like to bring it up, but man, that was a spectacular game. And I was so impressed with Salto that day, talking about a kid almost willing his team to victory there. It was an amazing show by both teams that game.
I remember watching that game. I don't exactly remember where I was, but I remember watching the game, listening to your call. Just 2 teams battling, fighting in the trenches, back and forth. That final run.
Who had the ball last was going to win it, and that turned out what it was. That was an incredible game. 1st and 20 now for the Marcos. Ball on their own, 36 on the missiles, 36-yard line. Shotgun formation for Salto. Fernandez off to his right. Dewey goes in motion. Salto going to keep. He's met in the backfield by Spencer Nye. Can he hold on? Yes, he does. He got dropped for a bigger loss, but momentum stopped him for a shorter gain. About a loss of 1 on the play.
Called that a little shorter than where he ended up. Spencer Nye coming in that time. Nice job holding on to him. Initially, there even on that play, Salto looked like he was going to break free when Nye had him wrapped up.
2nd and 21.
Yeah, I'm sure it was talked about all week, but Salto, he's not a kid that you can dive at. He's not a kid you can just run into. You got to hold on and push back. Salto's now going to be out to the left this time. Comes in motion.
Yep, Meridian in at quarterback. Meridian going to look to throw, and he throws it, going to be intercepted by McKenna. McKenna going to be brought down by a host of Marcos there, but the new quarterback in, and he throws an interception right away. First turnover of the ball game goes the way of the missiles.
Big defensive play there, maybe slightly underthrown. He had him initially, but Bryce McKenna made a nice play on the ball there. Changed the momentum back to the missiles' direction here.
So missiles get a defensive stop, their first defensive series. Now they're going to start deep in their own territory, ball just inside their own 20-yard line.
Not as good as field position this time, but
3:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. Shotgun formation for Nye. Tom Smith back there with him, and Nye's going to keep it up the middle. Dragging defenders once again. Fernandez brought him down, but gain maybe 3.
Talk about Salto being shifty. Nye's just powerful.
Yes, he is. Giving a gain of 4 on the play. Yeah, Nye's not going to try to juke or jump cut. No. He's just going to lower the shoulder.
He's going to lower the shoulder and run into you and gain an extra 3 or 4 yards every time.
2nd down and 6 for the missiles. Ball on their own 24-yard line.
2nd and 6 with the ball.
So we're approaching 3 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. This quarter going a little faster than last week's there, Kurt. Now I'm going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson might have some room. Nice cutback. And Johnson could be off to the races. He's at the 40, 50, 45, 40. Going to be pushed out of bounds by Dewey. See how far he got, the 24-yard line all the way down to the Missiles 34-yard line.
Nice run there by Connor Johnson. Good blocking up front. Needed one more block. If we could have got somebody out ahead, I think he could have sprung it the rest of the way, but nice gain there, getting out of our territory, encroaching into Polo's territory here.
5 and 16, so 41 yards there for Johnson.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Kyle. Last week at this time, I'm pretty sure there was still about 11 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yes, there was. Nye drops back to pass after the play fake. Going to roll to his right. Gonna air it out deep, and Dewey drops it. That would have been a tough catch. Nye got away with one there.
Yeah,
he could just throw that to the sideline.
I think we'd like to see that one end up in the house across the street. Not even be an option there. He didn't have them. Got to see he didn't have them. Just throw that ball away here. I think we might have got lucky that Dewey there tried to come down with that one with one hand, but
yeah, that one. That's Johnson quit running on the play where the last time.
I think Johnson maybe thought that ball was going out of bounds too. But
so 2nd and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 34-yard line. Nye gonna pitch it to Spencer Nye off the right side. Spencer gonna have a nice gainer inside the 30. We down to the 28-yard line. No gain of 6.
I think the Missiles can take advantage here a little bit on the outside if those Marco's ends keep just kind of knifing in. Doesn't really look like they have an outside contain assignment. Again, like I said, I think they're just trying to get into the backfield as quick as they can
28-yard line.
And disrupt things.
3rd and 4. Ball on the Marco 28-yard line. 2:10 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville on top, 8-0. Nye under center, just going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to have the first down, I believe. Going to pick up
Nye with the keeper. First down.
about 6 or 7 there for Nye.
It's that simple. Bruce Raymond is back in the game. That's good to see him off the sidelines and man in the center position again.
Nice catch there, seeing Bruce back in there. 1:50 to go. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 22-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Nye gonna keep it up the middle. He breaks free. Nye right up the gut. He's gonna take it to the house for a Missile touchdown. Nye 22 yards right up the gut. A great play call there by Coach Grenobles. Made that initial miss, and in 8-man you make a guy miss.
Open field tackling in 8-man got the privilege, I guess, sometimes of driving with kids and driver's education at the school, and we just talked about that this week, how important open field tackling is in 8-man, and if somebody's not brought down at the line of scrimmage or that second wave of defenders, a lot of times they're gone. You need a cornerback, a safety back there that's a good open field tackler, and I kind of drug a kid in the end zone the last couple yards there.
We wait the 2-point conversion a long time here. They might not get this in. Timeout Milledgeville, so we'll keep it right here. 2 impressive drives here, Kurt. That one goes 80 yards.
Yeah, Missiles have looked good so far on offense.
So there's a long way to go in this game yet, but a great start here for the Missiles.
Not getting the call in there could be just the importance of 2 complete conversions that could be in this game.
Yes. Yep. Hate to say it's a wasted timeout or a big, but it's early in the ball game. But yeah, these, especially in this matchup, that always those 2-point conversions are huge. And right now the Missiles lead 14-0. At the 7-11 mark, Nye to Tom Smith for 22 yards, and Johnson run and back. They like the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Now Nye 22 yards right up the gut for a touchdown. So 2 impressive drives. The Marcos had good field position, but threw an interception down on their 20-yard line.
Marcos were driving that critical mistake. Whoever makes fewer of those is probably going to walk away with it tonight.
Well, the Missiles coming back on. Each team has used a timeout already. As Marcos used one earlier on that 4th down before the Missiles converted on that 4th down. See what Coach Grenoble has dialed up here. like I formation. McKenna split out to the left. Tom Smith and Johnson behind 9 in the backfield. I wouldn't be surprised if they shift out of this, and they do. Now 3 to the right. That's the flag blowing in my view here.
I can't really see
Knight
anymore.
gonna keep it up the middle, and he's gonna be short.
Got stuffed.
Tried to spread it out and run it in, but stopped there at the goal line. Looks like Salto and Brooks on the stop. So 1:29 to go in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 14, Polo 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. A great start here for the Missiles. They lead 14-0, 1:29 to go in this opening quarter.
2 offensive drives for the Missiles, 2 scores, 1 defensive play, big play, interception, a defensive stop.
And is deep to Polo.
Hopefully for a little better onside kick here.
Now kicking off the Missiles.
I'd be willing to risk it. I know Dilo Fernandez is dangerous,
Yeah.
but with Salto up here, he's all the way up. So he's not going to return it if you kick it deep.
Polo shifting here and in mind, getting their better hands on the side. Nye's facing. Nye's going to play with them a little bit here.
There comes the
I
kick.
don't think that one's going to make it either.
Oh, and Salto tried
almost,
to. Yep.
almost a headsy play there by Salto.
Also picked up the
Boy, I just hate giving them such a short field there.
Yeah.
They're going to be inside the Missiles 45. It's 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 44-yard line.
Yeah, I think sometimes you maybe play that game a little bit too much where maybe we just do need to kick it deep and trust our coverage that we're going to get it. Not kick it right at a guy. Don't let a guy catch it in stride and run, but...
Yeah. That's our job to criticize coaches, though. So
Yeah.
1st and 10, and that one's kind of a mess.
broken
But
play in the backfield
Salto's going to
there.
lunge forward for a gain of 1. Made something out of nothing as they've gone back to Meridian at quarterback
Meridian.
here. So 2nd and 9.
I think Salto's going to be back at quarterback duties on this play, it looks like.
Meridian check back out.
43.
As Jeffrey Donaldson runs a play in there from Coach Ted Alston. The Coach Alston, one of the premier coaches of staff here, always so well prepared here at Polo. Double tight end set, Salto out of the shotgun formation, Fernandez to his right. Salto gonna run it off the right side, and he makes one man miss, but not the second. Just about did though, man. He
Still
is
stands on its
incredible.
feet.
Spins, should have been tackled for a loss, turns it into a gain of 3. So going to be 3rd and
Third down.
about 6 now for the Marcos.
3rd and 6.
I think that play there kind of proved a little bit what we talked about. I think that was number 6'4" Wyatt Miners there. I just don't think you can dive at Salto. He's going to make you miss if you dive, or you're going to bounce right off of him. You got to stay up and hit him and hold on until other people can come in and help out.
3rd and 6 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missiles 40-yard line. Salto gonna play fake to the left. Now he looks to roll. This is where he's dangerous. He's gonna throw it deep, and he's got Dewey. Dewey's gonna take it to the end zone. Dewey got by his defender. Salto to Dewey goes 40 yards for the Marco touchdown.
Well, I had a conversation with Coach Roble today in his room during our plan periods there, and he told me there was one play he was worried about.
Was that
and
the
that
play?
was the play.
Had a good reason to be worried. Salto rolled to his left, then came back to his right.
Yeah.
Extending the play, and Dewey snuck behind the defender. McKenna was the closest to it. I'm not sure if that was his man or not. But
Yeah, I think Coach Roble was worried about the defensive coverage and whether they had everybody on the same page with how they were covering that play. And
Salto gonna take the conversion and get, and he hits Brooks. Conversion is good. With no time remaining on the first quarter clock after 1 quarter of play. Milledgeville 14, Polo 8. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. The Marcos with the big answer there, Kurt. It's 14-8. We knew they weren't going to go quiet.
No.
So
We knew this game wasn't over after our 2 scores.
no, long ways from that.
A lot of talk about Salto's feet killing you, and then he gets us through the air on both the touchdown and the conversion there.
Stacy Bonts is tuned in, while Scott Foltz and Corey Deal. Thank you all for
listening.
As here's the kick by Allen, going to be caught by McKenna at about his 34-yard line. Be a short gainer there up to the 38.
Again on the return, the first and 10 for the Missile. The ball on their own.
They almost a little pooched air kick there. It's a little high air kick. I like that kick there by the Marcos. This is going to have first and 10 ball on their own 39-yard line.
Got a shout out from my dad watching in Valentine, Nebraska tonight. He's following some grandsons, their college football travels. He's listening to us tonight.
Nice.
He said we sound good. I'll take his word for
Yes,
it.
well, I'm sure we do.
I think my family's also watching at home. My son's apparently booing the Marcos. I don't know what my wife from Polo thinks of that necessarily, but I think we've turned her into a Missile fan.
Johnson out the left sideline. Good gainer there for Connor Johnson. Going to take it into Missile territory.
Down
So
for the Missiles.
gain of 13 yards there for Connor Johnson. Missile's kind of been able to do anywhere inside or outside here so far.
So far, kind of getting whatever we want on offense. A little bit worse starting position that time, but nice play to start the drive here by Connor Johnson and the Missiles offense.
First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Marcos. Nye under center. 2 halfbacks in the backfield. Going to be Tom Smith up the middle.
Ball carrier.
He's going to be gain about 2, maybe
Second down.
3 yards. There for Tom Smith.
We got Coach Robles' family listening in to us.
All right.
Jess and the kids cheering for the Missiles from home.
45-yard line.
Thought she was going to make the game early. When I talked to her earlier, that was her initial plan. But with kids, that sometimes changes.
Plans change when you got kids. I think our family were kind of planning on being here tonight too, and kids come home on a Friday pretty tired from school, and it seems like maybe there's better decisions.
As Tom Smith dragging
Hard run by Micah Tom
Polo
Smith.
defenders, he's going to have a gain of about 8. It's going to be another first and 10 for the Missiles.
First and 10 for the Missiles with the ball on the Polo 37-yard line.
First and 10 Missiles, ball on the Marcos 37-yard line.
We got the Marco defense kind of back on their heels a little bit here, just going after them from all kinds of directions. Good blocks up front, hard runs by our backs.
Nye under center, gonna fake it to Tom Smith. Nye keeps it around the left side, lowers his shoulder, dragging some more, and the pile pushes inside the 25 down near the 21-yard line. Down to the 20, gain of 17 there. Boy, that is fun to watch there, Kurt.
Yeah, that's good. That's good football right there. That's
20-yard line.
That's a kid that just wants to put it out there and do whatever he can for his team.
64 yards now rushing for Connor Nye. As 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 20-yard line. I said we don't have maybe the explosiveness last year, Kurt, but I think we're better running the ball this year.
Yes.
This is what we couldn't do against West Central in the playoffs last year. Tom Smith up the middle, gashing again. Salto there, going to drag it, but Tom Smith keeps the legs churning inside the 10 down to the 9. They still didn't get him out of bounds. Finally, they get him out of bounds, but they didn't get him on the ground. 1st and goal for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 9-yard line.
Micah Tom Smith refusing to go down. I thought they were going to take Tom Smith all the way to the rope there on the sidelines.
1st and goal with the ball on the Polo 10-yard line.
The Missiles keep another I formation. Tom Smith and Johnson in the backfield. Double tight end set. Nye under center. Nye gonna keep it up the middle and short gain that time, but he's going to get near the 5, I think.
Sticks moving again, so pot of yardage.
For the ball on the Polo 5.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Kyle. We covered that game up at West Central in the playoffs last year. The drives that we've had tonight, there was a point in that West Central game that this is what we needed, and we just never could quite control the ball on the ground, had to kind of rely on the pass game.
2nd and goal for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 5-yard line. Now to keep the sticks moving forward here if you're the Missiles. Nye under center, I formation behind him. Nye gonna take the pitch to Johnson. Johnson trying to get the edge, and he does, and he's in for a Missile touchdown. Connor Johnson goes 5 yards. Great blocking on the edge there, Kurt.
Oh yeah, had blockers out there. Patient run, nice patient run there by Connor, getting the blockers out in front of him, then using his speed to cut it up and finish the run there.
Johnson, 5-yard run. Now we await the 2-point conversion. Good crowd here on hand. Marco's bleachers just about full. Good crowd on the Missile side of the line as well. Something you expect is that end zone is full down there on the south side.
Yeah.
Nice shotgun formation. Missiles having a problem getting lined up. 4 to the left. Now they are set. Nye takes a snap. Going to throw it to Livingood, and got a flag on the play.
Missiles never seemed quite comfortable in that formation, so yeah, somebody was moving a little early.
Legal procedure. I think maybe Tom Smith didn't have his mouth guard in. So now the 2-point conversion will come back to the 8-yard line. So these are key mistakes here, like you said. It's every point's going to matter in this ball game. Missiles lead here 20-8, 8:25 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, you got to look to limit those. Get everybody set where they should be. I'm not quite sure. Micah was messing around with something over there. Looks like we're going to go back to our 3-down lineman. Trips to the left.
Shotgun formation, takes a snap from Raymond, looks left, now going to roll to his right. Nye might try to tuck and run, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and he walks into the end zone. Nye just made a play there, Curtis. Great play call by Grenoble to have nice scramble for 20 yards.
How about, hey, number 8, just keep the ball and get it in for us.
That's 8:25 here to go in this opening half of play. Milledgeville 22, Polo 8. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this short timeout.
Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. Missiles extend their lead back up to 14 here, 22-8. I was talking off air, I think maybe Tom Smith didn't get it in the right lineup because of Coach Caravia there on the sideline.
Yeah, Coach C again. he has one assignment. It's to line up number 6 out there, and he just couldn't quite do it.
Now to kick it off for missiles.
That's Chad Selman, one of our top 5 favorite electricians in Milledgeville, listening as well tonight from his, looked like outback deck there. He's got a TV outside
nice.
there.
Nice. Nice
I didn't
setup
get an
by
invite.
Summons.
I don't know,
Say,
but
we could have broadcast the game from there, Chad.
as Nye set to kick off, and here comes a squid kip, and going to be caught nicely by Dewey at midfield, but once again, short field position here for the Marcos.
Marcos starting near their 50-yard line again. Dewey did a nice job going up and getting that ball. That was
he exposed himself there for a big hit there from Spencer Nye, but did a good job holding on to it. So now it's time for Salto and the Marco offense to try to answer once again. 8:22 to go here in this first half. Milledgeville 22, Polo 8.
Yeah, Spencer Nye, not a kid that is going to shy away from going up and laying a hit down on a kid going up to get a ball like that.
No, he is not. Dewey going to run in the play call here, Coach Alston. It's almost like a chess match early on between Roble and Austin, between Roble and Ted as well. Ball right up near the midfield marker. The capital P or lowercase d if you're on the missile side. As the bad snap there, but Salto going to try to make something out of nothing. Rolling, and he's going to get rid of it. Nicely done there by Brock Salto, and that's what Connor Knight should have done earlier, but Salto just saved a big negative play there.
Nice job by Salto not making that worse than it already was. Those snaps, when you go shotgun, one bad snap can lead to bad things. So nice play by their Salto, getting away from pressure and then just throwing the ball away.
2nd and 10 for the Marcos, ball right at midfield. I guess more on the Polo side of the 50.
Yeah, edge, tip of the ball there, touching the 50.
Field looks great here. I know Mark Downey does a great job here. He's the painting the lines and has the field looking in great shape here at Polo.
Love in retirement, doing the grounds here at Polo, keeping it looking nice. Nice job, Mark Downey.
Going to rush to his left, and he's going to be caught in the backfield. Promenchenko, Miners, and Nye there, and going to be a loss of 1.
Good pursuit there by the Missiles defense, sticking with that play and then wrapping up and making sure Salto went down.
3rd and 11.
Missiles.
You normally in 3rd and 11 you feel comfortable, but not with 17 on the field. He's a little shaken up there.
I say Salto was a little gimpy getting up that time, kind of favoring a leg, maybe holding a shoulder. He's going to come off for a play.
Salto out, Meridian in at quarterback. 3rd and 11, ball on the Marco 49-yard line. 7:30 and counting here in quarter number 2. Meridian gonna drop back to pass. Gonna roll, and now he's gonna be sacked in the backfield. Finally getting him down is Wyatt Miners. Promenchenko had a shot at him and living good, but Miners gets the sack for a loss of 1.
There were 3 Missiles in coverage, and all 5 that were up pursuing the quarterback there, I think, touched him at some point. And then we finally able to bring him down.
4th and 12 here, decision time. Looks like Salto's going to be ready to go back in for the Marcos. I'm not sure if they're punting here, though, Kurt.
No, you got to think where the ball's at here and the playmakers they have that we're just going to go for it here.
4th and 12, ball on their own 48-yard line.
Salto is a little gimpy out there as he returns to the field.
He's not in at quarterback. Meridian is the quarterback. Got to think they're going to look for Salto, though. Meridian drops back to pass. Going to throw it up for Salto, and Salto's got it. Big conversion. Makes one man miss, and another. He's down inside the 30, down about the 26-yard line. Meridian throws a strike to Salto.
Nice pass there by Meridian. Nice route ran. I was watching kind of my eyes on Salto. You had to kind of assume that's where they were going. He ran a nice route there to kind of break free away from Bryce McKenna. Then he was able to make Bryce McKenna miss to gain a few extra yards there for the Marcos.
Big conversion there. 4th and 12. Salto from Meridian gets 26 yards. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missiles 26-yard line. Going to keep Meridian in there at quarterback. Salto going to be split in the slot to the left. Now he goes in motion. Meridian drops back to pass. Looking, gets it to Salto. He's tackled immediately by McKenna.
Reception.
Gain about 4 on the play.
Bryce McKenna able to come up and make a tackle that time, limit the yardage on that play.
second 6 with the ball on the missile.
Looks like Polo's going to stick with Meridian at quarterback there, see what they can get out of their passing game.
23-yard
I think
line.
they're liking getting Salto more out in space here, away from the linemen a little bit. This could be the exact opposite that they did last year against Mills.
Yes.
Fernandez goes in motion. Meridian gonna drop back to pass, looking for help. Still rolling, and now he's gonna take a sack. We'll see if that ball got to the scrimmage here.
I don't know that he got,
There's a flag for intentional grounding. I don't know what that rule is, Kurt. I know it's different. I'm not sure what the high school rule is.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Get back to
you follow so much football, and the rules are different between high school, college, and the NFL. But I do think the ball has to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's a big penalty. I believe that's a loss of down as well.
Yeah.
So it should be third down.
Big task ahead here for the
Or
Marcos.
I guess it's not a loss of down. It's still second. Or no, it should be third.
Should be third down.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
6 did
Third
change.
down and 22 for Polo.
So third down and 22 now for the Marcos. You got to believe it's going to 17. That or Dewey out there, both split or out top to the right there. Meridian drops back, going to get it to Fernandez. Fernandez in space makes living good miss, but looks like Adamek maybe has him there for the stop. Short gain
Couldn't
there.
quite see who ended up coming up and getting that tackle. Was it Johnson?
I believe it was Johnson. Yep.
5-yard line.
Kind of talked with that open field tackling. That was a nice open field tackling there.
Fernandez for 3 yards. Fourth down and 19 here for the Marcos. Big down here for the Missiles.
Fernandez kind of has that smaller frame there, but just another shifty little runner there that the Marcos could look to use.
See if they come out of the huddles. Salto's going to come to the left in the slot once again. Play clock's got to be winding down here. Meridian takes a snap. The lefty looks to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Salto, and it's caught. Salto down inside the 10. We got a flag as well. I think there's going to be pass interference on the play, but pass interference against Salto. Got called for pushing off. I couldn't really see it. I got distracted by the flag here. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I had a good view of it here. The flag's not blowing anymore.
Offensive pass interference. Wipe off a 4th and 19 converted by the Marcos. So ball was on the 35. I believe that'll be a 10-yard penalty. So it should be about 4th and 29 now.
Digging the hole even deeper here.
15-yard penalty. 4th and 30.
Salto made an amazing catch on that play.
He did.
Come down with that ball. He definitely corralled it. He made an amazing catch. He did push off. He pushed off Micah Thomas-Smith.
I couldn't see that.
That ball was coming in. I think that was a good call by the officials.
I was blinded here by the corner of the, right in the corner of the press box here. All I heard you say is he caught it, and the flag come in. I didn't know at the time who it was, but now it's 4th and about 30.
Yeah, I missed the flag coming out there. I saw it after the play laying down, and sometimes we saw that last week. There was one we were sure about, and then it went the opposite way, but I would say Salto definitely pushed off there just before making that catch.
Ted Alston still giving the official an earful, and I think he's going to give him more here as he took a timeout. As with that, we'll just thank our sponsors here as well. The Milledgeville State Bank, providing the banking products you need with the service you deserve. A community bank serving Milledgeville since 1942. The Millwheel Tavern, cold drinks, great food, better stories. The Millwheel Tavern in Milledgeville. Selman Electric, for all your electrical needs, call Chad at Selman Electric. Gibbs Drywall, applied by experts, satisfaction guaranteed. Bushman Service, full service auto repair and tire service center. The Tire Kings at Bushman Service in Milledgeville. Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley. For all your travel needs, contact Ashley Nessemeyer. Ashley is a travel consultant focusing on Disney, but she can help with any destination you choose, as well as Ruby's Coffee Coach, the area's best mobile coffee and smoothie truck, also featuring energy drinks. Find them on Facebook at Ruby's Coffee Coach. 4th and 35 now. Looks like the Marcos are going to punt here, Kurt.
This time.
Dewey, the punter, rolls to his right.
Kind of a rugby style.
That one does not go far.
No.
And it's going to be about a 9-yard punt is all they're going to get out of that. And the Missiles are going to have pretty good field position. They'll take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 41-yard line, Kurt.
Yeah, things just really going the Missiles' way here tonight. Everything just kind of falling for us well. I mean, you got to give credit to the players. They're obviously out there. Nice game plan by Coach Roble and his staff.
Now they need about a 3-minute and 30-yard drive here, Kurt, to close out this half.
Close out the half with another score, but don't put any time on the clock.
Shotgun formation for 9. Tom Smith in the backfield to his left. Johnson split out to the right.
In our experience, I feel like this is where we throw a 60-yard touchdown.
Tom Smith gets around the corner. He's got room. He's across the 50, 45. Nice gainer there. He's got a gain of about 15 yards on the play. Once they get around that initial edge, Kurt.
Yeah.
Balanced rushing attack here for the Missiles as well, with Johnson, 9, Tom Smith, all having pretty good first halves here.
Yeah, good game. Good game so far by our backfield. You got to give credit to the guys up front.
Chad Selman said, Kurt Folk is welcome here anytime. I'm pretty sure that's a jab at me. First and 10 for the Missiles.
Chad might not want to open up that door.
Ball on the Marco 44-yard line. Now going to hand it to Spencer. Spencer Nye dragging a defender across the 40 to the 39. Gain of 5.
Got a message. It looks like they got us on at the mill wheel.
Yes. Always a great atmosphere at the mill wheel.
Second 5 with the ball on the Polo 39.
Just a great atmosphere. One of the nicest bar restaurants you'll go.
Yeah,
it is just
kept
a great
together nicely. If you're looking for a clean,
clean,
family-friendly, clean, family-friendly environment for dinner, and then if you're looking to go out at night, clean environment there as well.
Great atmosphere at the Millville Tavern. Second and 5 for the Missiles. Ball inside the Marco 40. Johnson off the left side. Not much room that time, but he's going to still cut it inside. Johnson churning the feet. Going to gain about 3.
Johnson on the ball third.
Makes it a much third and much more manageable here. 2:20 and counting here in the second quarter. Missiles lead 22-8. Ball on the Marco 36-yard line.
Good to see Connor Johnson running hard here tonight. If you wanted to critique a thing from the first couple games, maybe you thought he could have ran a little bit harder. We got a fast kid, young kid. He's a smart kid, running hard tonight, keeping those feet and those wheels turning.
As this side, they faked me out. I was looking to the left. Tom Smith's going to have a first down. The 36, they're down to, where they marked that at, Kurt? At the 28?
Polo's kind of blocking me here.
8-yard gain for their Tom Smith.
Yep, 28. Yeah, I was watching the other way, Kyle. I'm not going to lie. I thought Johnson had the ball.
First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 28-yard line. 1:56 as the clock is stopped as Tom Smith was pushed out of bounds. Continue to march it that way. Need some more clock here, Missiles. Nye under center. Gonna play fake, roll to his left. He's gonna air it out for McKenna, and he aired a little bit too much. He had him.
A little bit too much air.
Receiver still incomplete.
I think McKenna had the step, maybe a little bit too much air. I think that was a good shot to take on first down there. Might as well take your shot. The way we've been running the ball, take your shot. Now hopefully we can come back here with a couple nice plays, eat away at those marker sticks here, and the half here with another score.
Kurt Eubanks, everyone always welcome at the mill wheel. Second and 10 now for the Missiles. I formation, going to be a pitch to Tom Smith. Tom Smith's got the corner. He's down inside near the 20. We'll see where they mark him down at.
Not sure if he stepped out. He landed, must have stepped out.
Right at the sticks, it looks like. First and 10 for the Missiles. Give him 10.
Micah wants that ball where he landed. He was close to the sideline there. I think his right foot went out there where the official spotted the ball.
18-yard line.
Still minute 43. The only critique I have right now is going out of bounds. But he was running that way.
Yep.
It wasn't Micah's fault. He was pushed out of bounds. Great run, 10 yards. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 18-yard line. Double tight end set. Johnson and Tom Smith behind Nye in the backfield. And Nye keeps it off the left side. And now we get a late flag here. That's what would be coming back, a hold. That could be a drive killer here.
Yeah, that's what the Missiles need to stay away from is those errors.
So that would have been inside the 5-yard line. A nice run by Nye, wiped off the boards here. Now going to be about 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
Or not quite. We'll see where the flag was. It's from the spot of the flag. So we're back to the 25. So about 2nd and 17, I think.
Holding one of those calls where it's maybe happening on every play. It's a matter of where it happened and who saw it, but got to try and stay away from those penalties.
Yep. Nye gonna hand it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith off the left side. He's got running room. He's inside the 20. Out of bounds inside about the 15. And there's a late flag there. Little extracurriculars on the sideline. That might have been Salto over there. I'm not sure. 17 and 12 were both over there. I'm not
two
not
runs coming off the
won't name who,
sidelines.
but yeah. And it could have been a missile here involved too. I don't know. It was a late flag on the sideline after Tom Smith was well out of bounds.
The Missile sideline reacted. You got to think it's going against the Marcos.
Personal foul on the Marcos. So after he was down about the 12, so got to gain about 13. So we'll see where they mark it.
Penalty against Missiles and Sportsman.
Now to be
First and goal for the Missiles with the ball on the Polo 8-yard line.
first and goal for the Missiles, ball on the Polo 8-yard line.
That's Polo's got to stay disciplined there after that Missile penalty.
Yeah, had him first and long there. Now first and goal from the 8. If you're the Missiles, you almost don't want to score on this first play. And if you're the Marcos,
you might let
them. Yeah, that could, because they get the ball to start the second half. So going to be Tom Smith up the middle, and he is in for a Missile touchdown. Tom Smith dragging more Marco defenders into the end zone. If you score, you can score, Kurt. You never know. A bad snap, you can. It's going to be 28-8 now. Tom Smith goes 8 yards for the touchdown. Another impressive march here by the Missiles.
Yeah, no, you'd never tell a kid to not score. There's not too many kids out there that would probably not score.
And Polo was trying to tackle him. That was not one they were letting him in. That all-important 2-point conversion. 4 to the left once again. Same formation as the last time.
We had it open before the penalty. We'll see.
As Nye's going to be pressured, makes one man miss. Now throws it to Livingood, and he's got it. Nye to Livingood, makes another play. 1:12 to go in this first half. Milledgeville 30, Polo 8. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. 32-8. Missiles on top, Kurt. Everything going right in this first half. But this is a big minute 12 here.
Yeah.
As you don't want. This is where the Marcos have a chance to double up, where they score the end of the half and they get the ball to start the second half.
Missiles defense has got to stay strong here.
You can't give up the big play here. This is one. I'm kicking it a little deeper.
I'd like to see the Missiles kick it maybe over that second level to corner there. Try and keep her in bounds, but make him move over and pick it up.
Yep, and like I said, Dilo Fernandez could make me eat my word. He's a very talented back there as well. So we'll see what Coach Roble and Nye have up their sleeve here.
Yeah, good returner back there for the Marcos. You don't necessarily want to give them a shot, but I also don't think I'm giving the Marcos the ball on the 50 again.
Nye gonna do the squid kip up the middle, gets Yingling with a running catch and caught at the 40-yard line. Adamek on the stop. So still near midfield, but a little better job that time by the Missiles. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 41-yard line. 1:08 to go here in the half.
Dalton Adamek, a nice big hit on that tackle there. Dalton didn't wrap up, but he's a big kid. He sometimes doesn't need to.
He's back to 54. I'm not sure what's up with his jerseys. It's
I
been
told you.
23. He's 3 for 3, Kurt, with a different
I told
jersey
you, I think
number.
he's trying to have a different jersey number every week.
That's 23, 65 last week, I believe, now 54.
He thinks the man's onto him. He doesn't want to be tracked.
Meridian gonna throw it out to Dewey. Dewey's got some space there, gain of about 9 yards. Meridian to Dewey.
Dewey, the ball carrier.
Salto's still a little gimpy out there for the Marcos.
They give him a game in a 10. So first and 10 for the Marcos, 51 seconds remaining. Ball on the missile, 49-yard line. Meridian drop back to pass, gonna get it to Dewey, or no, that's Salto. They're inside the 40. Marcos going quickly down the field.
Flag on the play.
Now a late hit out of bounds on the missiles, I do believe. So a big penalty there. Both teams need to keep their cool here a little bit better, Kurt.
Keep her cool. Play the game. Defense has got to stay solid. Nothing extra.
15-yard penalty against the missiles.
Foul against the missiles.
Just mistakes.
For the Marcos with the ball on the missile.
No matter what the score is, that's a mistake you can't have. I think Evan Shank just checked in on defense here for the missiles.
So first and 10 for the Marcos, ball on the missile, 23-yard line. Meridian once again out of the shotgun formation, gonna roll to his left and gonna get it to Salto, who gets out of bounds, tackled by 9. Short gain, but he stops the clock. Gain of about 5.
Kind of a sideline play there for the Marcos. Get the clock stopped, regroup. You're able to get a full play call in.
Timeout in the officials meeting here.
Second 6 with the ball on the missile, 19-yard
Sure what
line.
the conversation is about here. Second and 6, ball on the missiles, 19-yard line. 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Calling in a fourth officials. Talk things out here.
This is where we need to conference your dad in here.
Yeah.
You could tell us what this is maybe
what
about.
Probably about. Yeah, my dad, IHSA official for years.
Long time referee.
For years. Things haven't gotten too out of hand here, so I can't think they could be conferencing about making sure things stay under control, but
I'm not sure what is going on, or I didn't see who they were talking to before. Just all of a sudden, 3 of them were huddled up there, stopping the clock. But it's kind of a free timeout here for Polo, who only has 1 remaining, I do believe. Missiles with 2 remaining.
Gives Polo a lot of time here to think about this play, grab a drink.
Now we'll converse and see if they come up with anything.
Bringing the final official into it, getting his opinion.
Yes. 30 to 8, 40 seconds remaining. The Marcos are in the missiles red zone here. Second down at the 19-yard line of the missiles. I don't think any adjustments are going to be made that I can tell to the ball here so far.
No, the ball hasn't moved. The sticks haven't moved. We've adjusted nothing with the clock. I thought maybe there was.
Now they're calling Coach Roble, and I believe the other one's talking to Coach Ted Alston on this sideline here. Be able to tell by Roble's mannerisms if he's happy or not. The white polo look.
I see Coach Roble settled on the white polo tonight.
Nice look he's got
nice,
going.
yeah. Sleek, clean look there by Coach Roble.
It's the first I've seen him in the white this year. He tried to fire up his defense a little bit after the conversation. Didn't seem too happy or too upset.
No reaction really from either coach after that conversation. So it's tough to tell what just went down there.
Remains second and 6. Meridian drops back to pass. Gonna be pressured and throws it. It's intercepted by Nye. Spencer Nye. He's got a couple guys to beat. He returns it to the 40-yard line. What a play by Spencer Nye. Meridian was trying to throw that away, Kurt.
Yep. Spencer Nye again, I think I said it last week. Kid has a nose for the ball. Coach Roble just lifted him up over his head. That's a big stop by the Missile defense in the half here. If they could put another one on the board,
Huge.
that'd be big.
Huge play. But this is where I don't want to get too cute here either,
Nope.
Kurt, where you throw one up and have Salto or somebody return
I
it back.
think you got to think about what's been working here. And
What a play by Spencer Nye.
we use our timeouts here wisely. I think we could get one more in before the half.
I believe was that Connor Nye that got pressure on
Yeah.
Adamick as well, or Meridian.
Oh, they got
Throwing to Livingston. Livingston's wide open. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, missile, touchdown. Nye to Carter Livingston.
Livingston slips out.
Goes
Wide open.
59 yards, and the missiles strike again. Unbelievable.
Now in favor of Missiles.
Well, we got one in before the half.
Yes, unreal. 59 yards. Nye to Living Good.
Wide open down the middle of the field. He kind of snuck out from his end position. Nobody saw him. Nobody was with him. Nothing cute there.
No, just
Simple as it gets. Throw it up to a kid. Let him run to
nothing,
it.
razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Now the 2-point conversion. Pistol formation. Johnson behind Nye. Nye takes the snap, fakes it to Johnson. Going to roll to his right. He's got Tom
Micah.
Smith. Tom Smith lunges, but he can't come down with it.
Points are no good.
2-point conversion, no good. 21 seconds remaining in this first half. Milledgeville 36, Polo 8. We'll be back on the Missile Sports. Welcome back to Polo High School. Now this is the second quarter that's taking a little bit of time here, Kurt, as fast as the first one did go. But if you're a Missile fan, you're enjoying every minute of it.
Man, what? Just two awesome back-to-back plays, big plays by Missiles. Two sophomores making plays out there on the field. Connor Nye doing what he does. Micah Tom Smith running hard. The defensive, offensive lines doing their job. Close to a perfect half of football here for the Missiles. You couldn't have asked for much more than this.
Dewey jumps or recovers that onside kick. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball right at midfield here once again. 19.8 seconds remaining in this first half. It's been mostly Meridian this whole second quarter in at quarterback.
So if you watch Salto walk around, even when he breaks the huddle and goes out to one of his winged out positions here, he's still hobbling a little bit.
Got to rally to the ball here. Let him catch it underneath, rally to the ball. Meridian looking to throw, and now gets it to looking to D'Lo, and Connor Nye gets a hand in there, bats that one down, falls incomplete.
Yeah, Missiles still can't give one up here. Like we talked about, Marcos gets the ball to start the second half. You know Alston's going to make adjustments
So
at halftime. Smart coach.
it's the first pass that's hit the ground that Meridian has thrown. He was 5 for 7, with 5 of those catches coming to Polo, and 2 of those catches come to the Missiles. First falls incomplete. 14 seconds remaining here.
Yeah, keep it in front of you, boys. Keep it in front of you. Then make your tackle.
.seconds remaining. Meridian drops back. Gonna air it out to Salto. Salto gonna get out of bounds about the 42-yard line. Gain of about 8.
Salto able to kind of sit down there between the two levels of our zone there.
9 seconds, so maybe And take one more mid shot and then one to the end zone here if you're the Marcos. Seems like this would be a good half for Kurt to run some halftime specials at the Mill. What do you think about that? Put you on the spot there, Eubanks.
Missiles have 36 points in the first half. Maybe something with that number.
There you go. See, they need a couple more plays here to get a stop here. Meridian shotgun formation. Fernandez to his right. Meridian gonna scramble now. Now he's gonna run and gets out of bounds there. I don't think he got the first down. I think he's short by a yard. 7 seconds remaining. So one final heave here for the Marcos. That was real close to being down in bounds, Kurt.
Yeah, that would have been.
They have a timeout to use anyway, so wouldn't have ran the clock out. So it's 4th and 1.
Going to the end zone or something underneath with maybe some sort of pitch, but again, keep it in front of you, keep them out of the end zone.
See maybe if we can even grab Kyle Kampmeyer for a halftime interview here, perhaps. Meridian drop back to pass, and he's going to heave it deep, looking for nobody, falls incomplete, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Milledgeville's going to take over here. You gotta
think you're gonna just take a knee here
and take us into the half. No sense in trying something here.
Missiles.
Well, never
with
mind.
Coach Grenoble.
Say, never mind.
He's got a little bit of a Harchie playbook mentality to him, where he's.
I would imagine
Gary Harchie was in a dial up in the day.
When you show up to practice, I can speak for the Harchie thing. Sometimes you show up for practice and he'd have something drawn up that he thought of, and Brad's got the same kind of mentality. I was driving the other day and this came to me.
Or on a napkin, drawn at a local establishment, perhaps.
Yeah. No, that never happened, did it?
See, like I said, this is what makes me nervous as a broadcaster. I've seen flashback of an AFC game where we tried something before half.
Yeah, you don't want momentum to change in any way here. Go in the half. I mean, if we could get something great, rivalry game, we can be friends later. These two towns, as much as it's a rivalry, I really think these two towns work well together, make everything smooth for everybody. We'll see what we got here. He's going to...
Nah, I thought about chucking it. Now just run it. Nope, now he is going to chuck it. He's got Tom Smith off his hands at the 10-yard line. Valiant effort by Tom Smith, but the ball falls incomplete. As what a first half here for the Missiles. They lead by a score of 36-8, Kurt, and I think that's the best half of football I've seen the Missiles play in 8-man.
We kind of talked about it a little bit before. The first two games we had, you just didn't get to see much. Not sure what they were going to come out with, but they've brought it. They've brought it. All facets of the game are working well right now for the Missiles.
I know they're not going to feel comfortable. I know Coach Roble does not feel. He said no lead is safe here on Polo, especially at home with number 17 on the field there for the Marcos. But that was just a dominant first half of football for the Missiles. As like I said, this is their third year playing 8-man football. That's the best half of football I've seen them play, hands down.
Yeah, just like I said, every facet of the game. We're running the ball well. We could drop back and pass when we need to. Defensively, we're flying to the ball like crazy. Everybody's keeping their assignments. We honestly, we'll have to see in the second half. I think we effectively took Salto out of this game. He's still out there, but he's not the same kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, he got banged up a little bit. I don't know about his shoulder, but he's gimping a little bit there too.
Yeah, I thought he grabbed his shoulder when he got up. When he was before they took him out, I thought he was grabbing his shoulder there in the huddle, and then he's been gimping around.
I'll recap the first half stats here. As the first quarter, the Missiles took the opening possession, marched 49 yards, and they scored at the 7-11 mark, nigh to Tom Smith after converting about a 4th and 11 on that drive there, Kurt. And then Johnson ran it in. Missiles led 8-0. Then after a Bryce McKenna interception, the Missiles go 80 yards this time. Nye capped it off with a 22-yard run right up the gut of the Marco defense. 2-point conversion, no good. The Missiles led 14-0. But then the Marcos struck back right as time expired at the end of the first quarter, as Salto found Dewey for 40 yards as they were up, and then Salto to Brooks made the score 14-8 after 1 quarter of play. But the second quarter was all missiles. 8:25 mark, Connor Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. Nye scrambled a long ways for a 2-point conversion. Missiles led 22-8. Then with 1:12 to go, Missiles scored on a Tom Smith 8-yard muscle run right up the gut. Tom Smith, and then Nye to Livingood for the 2-point conversion was 30-8. And we're just hoping we could get a defensive stop there, Kurt, and go up 30-8 at the half. Lo and behold, the Missiles do get a defensive stop, but then they score. One play, 59 yards. Nye to Livingood, 2-point conversion, no good. That was with 21 seconds remaining. And then the Missiles turned the Marcos over on downs there before the half, and they lead 36-8 at the half. That's what a score neither of us seen coming, Kurt.
No, that's, we talked a little bit throughout the day and throughout the week about this game. It's like you said, everybody check marks this game on their schedule. This is not what we expected as Missiles fans, as we try to stay unbiased every now and again, but as Missiles fans, it's a score we're glad and proud to see, but we didn't see it coming. So kudos to the kids out there on the field and the coaching staff for putting together a good half of football, but it's not over.
No, it's not. First half stats now. First for the Marcos. Salto, 7 carries, 24 yards. You'll take that.
Yeah.
Fernandez, 2 carries, 2 yards. Meridian, 2 carries, 0 yards. Through the air, Salto 1 for 2 for 40 yards with a 40-yard touchdown. Meridian through the air, 6 for 10 for 62 yards with 2 interceptions. Dewey, 2 catches, 49 yards, one of them a touchdown. Salto, 5 catches, 53 yards. Penalties, 3 on the Marcos for 35 yards. Missiles, 3 for 30 yards. So penalties, pretty even as well in that first half there, Kurt.
Even on the penalties not playing a huge factor in the game. There was that swing there on one of them where we moved back, and then a big personal foul one moved us back closer. But defensively, Missiles playing a heck of a game. Like I said, effectively taking Salto out of the game. Those are first half stats that we did not expect to see. The Marcos, making them rely heavily on their passing game, something I don't know how much they're running in practice, how many reps
they got some weapons.
There.
The Dewey kid and Salto are very, very dangerous in space, but like you said, you don't know how much they've repped that.
Yep.
Because they haven't needed that at all in the first 2 games they've had.
Yeah, Polo seems like an athletic enough team that they could run anything. They could pass, they could run, they could make their identity on offense be whatever they wanted it to be, but I would gotta guess they've been repping their Salto at quarterback, wildcat formation, whatever you want to call it, most of the week and for most of the year.
Absolutely. Great first half. I'd like to thank our sponsors here once again. And if you feel like jumping on board, we'll take you. As contact the school, myself, or Brooks Wilkinson, and we'll gladly have you jump on board, and we'll promote your business like we do these others. And they are the Milledgeville State Bank, providing the banking products you need with the service you deserve. A community bank serving Milledgeville since 1942. The Mill Wheel Tavern, cold drinks, great food, better stories. Home of the best pork tenderloin and birthplace of the Mill Wheel. Selman Electric, for all your electrical needs, call Chad at Selman Electric. Gibbs Drywall, applied by experts, satisfaction guaranteed. Call Gary Nye at Gibbs Drywall. Bushman Service, full service auto and repair and tire service center. Contact the Tire Kings at Bushman's Service. Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, for all your travel needs. Contact Ashley Nessemeyer. Ashley is a travel consultant focusing on Disney, but she can help with any destination you choose. And Ruby's Coffee Coach, the area's best mobile coffee and smoothie truck, also featuring energy drinks. Find Ruby's Coffee Coach on Facebook. They're up at the Lena Fall Fest, I believe, all weekend. They're up there tonight as well as all day tomorrow. So if you're in the Lena area, hit up Ruby's Coffee Coach.
Yeah, it's good to see them getting out there and making a name for themselves, but also helping some other communities out as well.
Yep, they've been very busy. If you're going to go, the coffees are great. I love the iced lattes and that, but man, the smoothies. The raspberry smoothie, the best smoothie around.
Yeah, I can't get enough of the smoothies. I'm not a coffee drinker. I will admit I'm not a coffee drinker, but I try to make my smoothies at home, and I can't replicate it, so I'll just be hitting up Ruby's whenever they're around.
Yeah, so nope, if you're in the Lena area, go ahead and hit up Ruby's Coffee Coach, and we'll be coming up with the Selman Electric Player of the Game here, and boy, there's a lot of them, Kurt.
We're gonna need your help out there. If there's people listening, commenting, we're gonna need your help. There's options tonight.
Yes, feel free to nominate Kurt or myself.
Yeah.
As I feel we've had a solid game as well up here.
We've played a good game. Maybe a few slip-ups here and there.
Yep.
But we haven't been penalized.
Micah Tom Smith, Connor
Yeah.
Nye, Spencer Nye,
Connor Johnson's had a good
Carter
game.
Living Good,
Yeah.
Coach Roble in his white polo.
Yeah.
Because that's
That deserves a look. That deserves a look and a second look.
yes, absolutely.
We'll have to see if we can get Miley to pan the camera out there on that white polo.
As we'll try, as we're still 7 minutes to halftime here, so we'll probably take a short break here. I don't know if Kyle Kampmeyer's still on the sideline. If he is, I'll try to get him to jump on board for a quick interview. But it's going to wrap up our halftime show at the moment. Once again, your score at the half, Milledgeville 36, Polo 8. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this short timeout. Welcome back here to Polo High School. Missiles set to kick off. Start the second half. Connor Nye toes it up. Squib kick received about the 35-yard line, and sliding down is Meridian. About the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Meridian just kind of gave himself up there and went down. Looks like they're going to stick with Meridian at quarterback as he comes to the sideline to get the play from Coach Alston here.
So feel free to message me, Kurt. Go to the YouTube chat for player of the game here. Still a long way to go in the ball game. We haven't really come up with a list yet. Maybe we'll finalize it closer to the third quarter here. First and 10 for the Marcos. Meridian once again in at quarterback. Gonna get it out to Salto. Salto in space. Looking to cut. Gonna just push forward now for a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
You gotta imagine that's kind of what we're gonna look to do here is they're going to do anything they can to get Salto out in space, and hopefully he can do what he's been accustomed to doing. Conversely, the Missile defense just needs to
rally to the ball.
Yep, and wrap up. Good. Not a kid that you can dive at. You can't just hit him. You're going to have to wrap up and push.
That's the gainers. You're okay. Inbounds, clock is running, and it's gain of 3. You can live with that here. Meridian, shotgun formation, going to hand it to Fernandez. D'Lo up the middle, going to be met there by Nye after a short gain. 1, maybe 2.
Third down.
Fernandez has a quick burst there, but what a good tackle by Nye. Bring him down, solo tackle.
That was right into the ball there. He was like a missile on that play.
Yeah. The way Fernandez first took off with the ball, he shoots out like a missile himself, and then Nye flew in a little bit harder even. Took him down.
The 3rd and 5 now for the Marcos. Ball on their own 41-yard line. 10:40 to go here in quarter number 3. Meridian drops back to pass. Now he's going to loft it up, and by a tip there by Nye. Pass falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Hands there by Connor Nye. And if you've driven by the Missile High School, as you've probably noticed this week, the Missile aimed, moved direction here in front of the Missile High School there, Kurt.
Yep, letting Polo know we were coming to town, that we were ready to launch towards Polo. We're here.
It's kind of a neat thing that they did this year, that they can move. That's what the men's club did. I believe the men's club were responsible for the new stand there. Kenny Duncan painted it. Looks nice, and just a new feature there at the Missile School. They could turn the missile as they need it, at least in the direction of Polo. 4th down and 5. Marco is going to go for it. Meridian shotgun snap. D'Lo Fernandez off to his left. Fakes it. Now going to get it to Brooks, and he's tackled. I think he's going to be short. Nice tackle by Spencer Nye. There he is again, Kurt. That kid just makes plays.
Yep, flying to the ball, always near it.
That was
thought they were going to get the first down there, but what a tackle by Spencer Nye. What a stop by the Missile defense to start off the second half here.
45-yard line.
That's a statement stop there. It's a stop they needed.
Or to Brooks there. And a vote for Spencer for player of the game. I'm Not opposed to that as
No.
well. This, I don't know if Selman can give a team gift card. As 9, he's got Carter once again
open.
behind the defense, and he's got it. Livingston off to the races, and he's in for a missile touchdown. Nye to Livingston, 42-yard touchdown. Actually, no, I believe, was he back here at the 45? Yeah, so 45-yard
yep.
touchdown. Might have been the same play they ran earlier, Kurt. I'm
It
not
looked
sure.
very similar. The Marco's, maybe it wasn't quite as up the middle as that first one, but that might have just been an adjustment to where the Marco defense was sitting. But again, still wide open. Still a nice pass by Connor Nye. Carter Livingston making a play for player of the game, but at the same time, so is Connor Nye.
Yeah, both of them just heard me say Spencer Nye gets a vote, and I say not so fast.
Yeah.
Nye gonna pitch it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith lowers his shoulder. Ball, he's in. 2-point conversion, good. Missiles extend their lead here once again. 44-8. 10-18 to go here in quarter number 3. We'll be right back on the Missiles Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. Kurt, I believe the Polo film crew here handed you a little.
Yeah, I got a little note here from the girls over here keeping film for the Polo Marcos. Hey, what are you doing Saturday, October 14th?
I believe the Missiles play in Decatur Lutheran that day.
Yeah, if you're not busy, you know what you should be doing. You should come on over to the Polo for their Doggy Dash. 5K run or 1 mile walk. All proceeds benefit Happy Tales Humane Society. Registration is $25. It's here at Polo. There's obstacle course. There's a costume contest, and there's medals for finishers. Bring the whole family. Dress the whole family up. Bring the dog.
You and Miley.
Have some fun.
Your dog, you have got to enter that, Kurt.
We might be there.
Present with the student council here at Polo.
Yes.
Onside kick recovered by the Marcos for 10. Ball right at midfield, just on the Polo side. 10-17 to go on the ball in the third quarter. 44-8, Milledgeville on top. Salto back in at quarterback here, Kurt.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it, keep it up the middle, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe I have a
Connor Nye.
Salto on the run.
Spencer Nye, Miners in there as well. Give him a gain of 1.
Second 9 with the ball on the missile.
Going to do some little adding over here, Kurt. You go ahead and call
No
this
problem.
play out if you would.
Does look like Salto is going to remain here at quarterback. Missiles defense staying to their assignments, holding strong. This has been really a stellar outing for Milledgeville's defense so far. Kind of pride themselves on their defense. Offense is fun, but Missiles defense priding themselves tonight. Everybody playing hard. Salto does remain in. He's going to swing it out here. Fernandez. Nothing doing on that play.
Missiles just flying to the ball there, Kurt. Spencer over there. Carter living good as well.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. It's rarely been one Missiles defender over there. Maybe one defender initially, but everybody moving to the ball. Nobody quitting on the play, saying, "Oh, you got it." They're going over the help out.
Loss of 3, 3rd and 12 now for the Marcos. Ball on their own 48-yard line. Under 9 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Salto, shotgun formation. Fernandez to his right. Salto drops back. Pressure by Adamick. Gets away from Miners. This is where he's dangerous. Salto gonna lower his shoulder. Drags living good for a little bit, but he gets up a first down. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. He gets 13. About 14 yards on that carry.
Yeah, some of the Missiles have avoided so far today for the most part. Again, we kind of talked at the beginning. Salto's going to get his yards.
I think Adamick had lost something. I'm not sure what. So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball in the Missile, 38-yard line. Two wide receivers to the right. Shotgun formation once again for Salto. Going in motion is Lowry. Salto looking to his right. Gonna air it out deep for Dewey. Pass falls incomplete.
Pretty good coverage out there by Micah Tom Smith. That was going to have to be the perfect throw if it was going to get in there.
Other scores from around the area at the half. River Ridge 28, Orangeville 20. Dupec 27, Dakota 0. That's a little surprising at the half. Forston 22, Galena 8. The half, EPC and Fulton are in a good one, 8-6. And Lee went on top of Stockton 32-6 at the half. And Aurora Central Catholic up on West Carroll 42-14. Morrison out the half. The Mustangs continued to impress. They're up 27-7 on Orion, and Princeton up 14-0 on Newman at the half. Salto takes a snap, fake it, now runs to the left, lowers his head, and spins out of a couple tackles. See how far he got.
They're not sure where they're going to mark him
about
here
the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
About 9.
Leave him short of a first down there. Solid run there by Salto. Kind of bringing back that spin move that I referenced earlier. Makes him tough to bring
circle
down.
Button?
Yeah. Yep. Say, that's about the only time I could do that circle. That spin move was on Madden.
3rd and 1 for the Marcos. Ball on the on the Missile 29-yard line. 7:50 to go here in this 3rd quarter.
I believe the moves were R1, L1, circle, 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 dive.
Salto takes a snap, going to hand it to Fernandez, and I believe he's going to have the first down. Needed 1, got 2.
Yep.
But the clock will continue to move.
Fernandez is going to come up a little gimpy after that run. He's favoring that left leg. Hip, thigh area there. Got a little bit of a Charlie horse on it.
And another saying, co-player of the game, Nye squared.
Yeah, give it to the Nye brothers. Meridian's going to come into the game here. It does look like Salto's still going to handle the quarterback duties. Meridian's going to split out this time. He's in replace of Fernandez, who came off a little gimpy.
Lowry in the slot, Meridian out top to the right. Dewey in the backfield, I believe. Salto gonna keep it. He makes a couple guys miss, and now he's off to the races, and Salto's gonna go. Salto goes 27 yards for a Marco touchdown. He is electric, and he makes the Missiles pay there. It's 44-14 with 6:54 to go in this 3rd quarter.
Score 44-14 now in favor of the Missiles.
Nice run there by Salto. And our secondary there, Micah Tom Smith and the player he was defending were both standing out of bounds there on the Milledgeville sideline. I don't know if he got blocked out there or he ran out like he was going for a pass and Micah just followed him. But nice electric run there by Brock Salto to put in Polo on the board again.
44-14, 27-yard run by Brock Salto. We ate the 2-point conversion. Is D'Lo still talking to maybe the trainer here on the sideline? I hope he's okay. 2 to the right for the Marcos. Salto, shotgun formation. Lowry in the backfield with him.
Timeout, Milledgeville.
Timeout. Coach Roble and the Missiles. Coach Roble not happy with something.
Happy about something he saw, yeah.
Did not like something he's seen in that formation. So with that, I'd like to thank our sponsors. And they are the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwell Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, Ruby's Coffee Coach, and the player of the game, sponsored by Selman Electric as all. Thank you all sponsors. As I'd like to thank the brains of the operation in here, Brooks Wilkinson. He does all the hard work here, getting all the ads put on, all the dirty work behind the scenes. And our camera person, Miley Arnold, for running the camera as well. Could not do this broadcast without them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think this whole thing, kind of the brainchild of Brooks. He's the one who really got it started. Thank him for everything he does behind the scenes, and he lets Kyle and I do our thing, and he makes us look and sound good.
One thing we can do is talk, Kurt.
Yeah.
Salto gonna throw it out to the right, and that's picked off or batted down there by Micah Tom Smith. 6:54 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 44, Polo 14. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this short timeout.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. Got to expect the onside kick coming here, Kurt. Got to be ready up front.
I think we're at that time where if the Marcos punch one across the line, that's what they're thinking here. They need scores, and they need them fast. Missiles want to control the ball here.
Set to toe it up here is Allen. Front lineman got to be ready here.
Took a nice bounce.
And falling out nicely is going to be Spencer Nye. As the Missiles will have first and 10, ball on their own, about 44-yard line. Had a vote come in. Facebook Messenger there for Carter Livingood, another deserving candidate.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cohen Roble. He appreciated the Morrison score, so glad Cohen's listening there.
Yeah, Morrison, surprising. That victory over Princeton last week on a field goal.
Unbelievable. Knocking off the top-ranked 3A team. The Mustangs are the real deal, I believe, this year.
Yeah, watch out for them.
Pistol formation for Nye, under center. Take it, toss it to Johnson. Johnson off the right side. There's the spin button.
Spin move.
He hit the circle button.
Circle button. Picks up
now a late flag. Going to be a
in.
late hit there, maybe. Could be a hit to the head there, maybe. As Johnson picks up personal foul, yep. Johnson picked up 7. And tack on 15 more.
Yep. 15 more yards for the Missiles.
.640 to go. The clock should continue to run once they set it. And it does.
On the clock here.
It's not running. I guess maybe it doesn't. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball
on the Polo 33-yard line.
Ball on the Marco, looks like about 33-yard line. Nye under center, double tight end set. Johnson and Tom Smith in the backfield. Fake it to Johnson. Now he pitches it. Ball's loose. Johnson gonna fall on it, but gonna be a loss on the play. He didn't handle that pitch well from Nye. First time they've run it.
I'll say first time we've seen that pitch from the Missiles. Don't know how often they're repping that.
It was open.
Yeah, it was there.
It was there, but gonna be about a 3-yard loss there for Johnson.
I think we talked about a play last week that looked a little bit like the old school 63 belly play, 67 belly play. That was close to the veer option. Maybe a little read there. I think we might have had it if we could have handled at least for a better game than that. Possible first down. The first time we've seen that look from the Missiles.
First half, but yeah, they had Johnson for 69 yards in the first half. Nye 68 rushing, Tom Smith 81 yards. Very balanced attack. Nye gonna look to scramble, still scrambling. Now he's gonna fire it to Johnson, and it's off his hands. Johnson dropped it at the goal line. Nye put it right on the money, and he sprints back over to Coach
I don't know
Granola.
if he saw something that he wants.
Boy, Nye did a lot of work there. Threw a dart to Johnson, and he couldn't come down with it. Going to be third and now long for the Missiles. Like I said, very balanced attack that first half. Nye threw for 94 yards in that first half. 35 yards coming to Tom Smith. 104 going to Livingood. 44-8. Third and 13. 5:45 to go. Nye shotgun formation. Nye drops back to pass. Now he looks to run. And then he does. Makes one man miss. Going to have a first down now near the 20. Nye lowers the shoulder. Takes it from the 36 down to the... Tom Smith injured for the Missile on the sideline here. Down to the 21. 15 yards on the scramble there for Nye. Big first down there, Kurt. Keep the chains moving.
Yeah, nice run there by Connor Nye. He made a shifty maneuver there to make the one guy miss that. Talked about it, that R1 button on the old PlayStation controller. Nice juke move. Broken ankles there. Then lowered his head to gain more yards. Hope Micah's just cramping up here. He's down near the Marcos sideline.
Give a shout out to Aspen here on the radio. Travis Hines and Aspen listening.
All right,
appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And it looks like Micah just cramping, so that's the good news.
Yeah,
it doesn't look
classic.
like anything serious.
Looks
Maybe
like
another one on the sideline as well there, Kurt, who's...
We got another one on the Missile sideline that Robles stretching out.
Yeah, I wish we could maybe get Coach Roble in that white polo.
Yeah.
Stretching out. Not sure who the player is.
We can get Miley to pan that camera over there at all. Micah's up. Still a little gimpy, but you got to just work that muscle out. That's Spencer.
That's why I don't run, Kurt. The fear of cramping.
Yeah.
Spencer,
that's the only reason.
Or that's Carter.
That's Carter that was down, but he's up and he's ready to go, it looks like.
So after all that, the good thing is it's a 1st and 10 for the Missiles after facing third and 13, I believe. Nye scrambles for 15. Clock continues to run. 5:30 to go here in quarter number 3. Missiles on top, 44-14.
Next week we'll have to remember the bananas and Gatorade. Make sure we don't have any breaks in the game for that.
Spencer Nye in that halfback. He's going to take the carry up the middle. Gain positive yardage, maybe 3 or 4 there for Spencer Nye. Most important thing is seeing that clock go tick, tick, tick. Gain of 3 there for Spencer.
Positive gains, keep that clock moving. Use Spencer up the middle like that a few times, and maybe we can pop something out around the outside. Keep the defense kind of honest here. Take our time. Make sure everybody's set.
Second down and 7, 4:30 to go. Nye under center. Takes the snap, hands it to Spencer. Another short gain. Gain of about 2 more. Going to be about 3rd down and 5 now for the Missiles. Beautiful night here for football. This kind of feels like football weather, Kurt.
Yeah.
After the first couple weeks of the hot humidity.
Better than those first couple weeks, that weather. It's not. It was spitting. I was out at halftime. It was starting to spit a little bit.
I was going to ask you, it looked like a mist in the air a little bit.
Nothing, nothing too bad. Nothing that's going to affect footing or anything, but.
Try to get it to Johnson. Johnson cuts it up the middle. And going to be close to the first down, about a yard or so short for Connor Johnson. Be about 4th and 1 now for the Missiles, I do believe.
Brings up 4th down. 4th and about 2.
4th and about 2 now.
14 yard line.
4th and 2. Ball on the Marco 14-yard line. See if the Missiles can convert another 4th down here. Double tight end set. Shotgun formation. Spencer alongside Connor. Connor Johnson split out to the left. Takes it, gonna hand it. Connor Nye goes up the middle, and I don't think he's gonna get it, Kurt.
He's gonna get it. I think DeMarco's pushed him back there.
And the Marcos are gonna get a defensive stop, I believe. We'll see where they mark it. Or maybe the guy, did they give it to him?
I thought. Yep, no, we're
he's
turning
short.
around.
Yep,
He's
going the
short.
other way.
Marcos take over on downs.
They didn't really make a signal there either way, but yeah, he did. Sometimes the angles are tough.
Needed to get to the 12. Looks like the ball got just inside the 13. So a defensive stand there for the Marcos. Now see if the Missiles can answer back with one here. 44-14, 3:03 to go here.
Yeah, the lead seems comfortable, but it'd be nice to see the Missiles get a stop here.
So I just do not feel comfortable here at Polo, like I said, with 17 on the field.
Yeah, no, you don't want Polo feeling in the game in the fourth quarter. Give them momentum. Defense has got to shore up here and get a stop.
Meridian back. That quarterback going to hand it up the middle, and Adamak is all over that one. No gain on the play. Was that 12? That was 12.
Yep.
Lowry. It looks like Fernandez has not re-entered the game, I don't believe.
He's not out there, and I currently don't see him on the sideline. He might be within a host of Marcos players there on the sideline, but he's currently not on the field.
2:35 and counting here in the. Let me give him a gain of 1 on that play for Lowry. 2nd and 9.
Meridian's going to continue.
Nope, Salto back.
Salto back quarterback. Meridian brought the play in.
And Salto going to run it off the right side. And going to be tackled there by Adamek.
Another nice tackle there by Dalton Adamek. Wrapped up.
Gain of about 4 there for Salto, but you're about 3rd and 5.
Third down.
Under 2 minutes to go now in this third quarter. Missiles on top, 44-14. 3rd down, long 5, almost closer to 6 here. Ball on their own 18-yard line.
Now Meridian back at quarterback.
Oh, and looks like the Marcos jumped here.
Movement up front.
False start on the Marcos. 5th penalty of the ball game makes it 3rd and 10 now for the Marcos. Ball back on the 13-yard line. 1:17 and counting.
3rd and 10 with the ball on the Marco 13-yard line.
That's great. 3rd and 13 here. So Missiles can get a stop here. Meridian in at quarterback. Drops back to pass. Avoids the pressure, but he's not going to get away from that one. Connor Nye with the sack. Inside the 10, back to about the 9-yard line. Also have about 4 on that play.
Defense hold tight here. Watch for anything crazy. Got to think they're going to punt it away here.
I would think from their own 9. 4th and 14. Down to under 30 seconds to play. 25 seconds to play in this third quarter. Dewey back to punt. Be careful, Salto, then the up back position.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not even rushing here. Just let him get it away. As Dewey's going to try a fake punt. And going to be knocked out of bounds there by Connor Nye. And the Missiles going to take over 1st and goal about the 8-yard line. Missiles were not fooled by that. Looked like they were almost in their base defense there, Kurt.
Yeah, we had a guy
was
back
back
just in case, but nothing else too fancy. We stayed pretty true to our base. 2-5-1 there. We just sent Micah back just in case.
You know, the Missiles can punch one in here. 8 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 1st and goal for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 8-yard line. It's missing the air raid siren tonight.
Yeah,
should have brought it in your pocket.
Should have brought it with us. I'll have to remember that for the next away game. See if anybody else can make a play for player of the game here. Connor Johnson's going to try.
Around the left side, and Johnson is in for a missile touchdown. 3.6 seconds remaining. Connor Johnson goes 8 yards for the missile touchdown.
Score 50-14 now in favor of the Missiles.
I think Connor Johnson, another viable option for
He's
player of the game.
Really good. Like I said, the hardest I've ever seen that kid run,
Yeah.
too.
Missiles making it tough on us in the YouTube land out there. Anybody else that wants to send in a vote?
2-point conversion. Nye under center, fakes it to Johnson, rolls to his right, gonna toss it up for Thompson, batted down nicely there by Dewey. 2-point conversion, no good. 3.6 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Milledgeville 50, Polo 14. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. Got a vote. Corey Deal says, how about the Missiles defense for player of the game?
Yeah, we've thrown that out there, really, just the whole Missiles team. But, yeah, the defense holding this Polo team currently to only 14 points. That says something about their preparation.
Nye with the squib kick, going to be covered up there nicely. Shout out to the Ruby crew. They are got us tuned in up there in Lena.
Nice.
Connor and I got a vote, so go grab a smoothie or a coffee up there in Lena. Fall Fest in Lena. I recommend the raspberry smoothie, like I said, so appreciate you girls listening. Me and Kurt have had a lot of fun here at Polo here tonight.
Yeah, great night of football, great action. Again, we tried to stay unbiased at times, but we're Missiles fans. We can't hide that. Good night of football. Good atmosphere here.
Yep. 1.9. We got a lot of respect for this Polo program.
Yeah.
Like I said, good chance these two meet again, and I would not feel good about playing them again either, Kurt.
No, you know that they're going to adjust. You know they're going to be ready if we have to see them again. And they're a program. They're not going to relent. They're not going to quit.
No, they had 2 losses early last year.
Yeah.
As Dewey catches the strike down inside the 10. A nice throw. Is that Meridian on that throw there?
What a ball by Meridian. That ball, that was on a line. That was a tight spiral. Dewey comes down with the catch. That was a fantastic ball throw there by Carter Meridian.
With the Missiles on top, 50-14.
So I'm not sure where they marked it here. That's going to be at the end of the third quarter. We'll see where Marcos are going to be set up deep inside the Missile territory when we come back. After 3, Milledgeville 50, Polo 14. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this short timeout.
What's that?
Welcome back here. First and goal for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 7-yard line after Meridian to Dewey. On a beautiful pass play there by the Marcos. Salto back out of the shotgun formation. He's going to take it and try running to the right side. Not going to have much room there. It's going to take a host of missiles to bring him down. Counter 9 does.
I made the stop.
No gain. Maybe a loss of one on the play there.
Second goal.
Yeah, held up at the line. Just kind of kept pushing him outside until we could wrap up and bring him down.
No gain on the play there. Second and goal.
I got to agree. He said that was that Corey deal?
Yes.
The pick of the Missiles defense?
Yeah, that's player of the game's not going to be easy.
No.
Which is a fun problem to have. Second and goal, Meridian now back under center. Lowry in there with them, gonna throw it to Salto. Salto skies up and he's got it, lunges in for Marco, touchdown. Great effort there, good coverage there by Tom Smith, but Salto just outworked him on that one there.
Say, you're basically just throwing that ball up to your athlete and hope he makes the play, and Salto did. I think Micah was where he needed to be.
So 50-20 now, 11:01 to go here in this fourth quarter. Said, you know the Marcos are not going to quit out there.
Yeah, no, never. They're going to keep working. They don't think they're out of this game. The Missiles can't think that this game's a lock quite yet.
48-20 was a final. Stockton falls to Lee win. Meridian, 2-point conversion, gonna lob it to the right, and there's Dewey, conversion good. So 11:01 to go here in this fourth quarter. Milledgeville 50, Polo 22. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this short timeout.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back here. Still 11 minutes to go, Kurt. A lot of time left.
Yeah, there's still some time left in this game. Missiles got to stay strong on offense here. Would like to see a drive. Let's put together a drive. Can't imagine this kick's going anywhere much further than 10 yards.
Allen set to toe it up here. Got to be ready to jump on this ball here for the Missiles. And he toes it up. Miners has it.
Miners, nice snap there.
Nicely done. Drops to his knees and falls down on a short bobble, but did a nice job collecting it and falling down there. We got an 11-minute, 49-yard drive in us, Kurt.
I'd take it.
That'd be a lot of short plays.
Yeah. That's, you'd like to see some time ran off the clock here, but I guess if we keep scoring, they're going to struggle catching up to us too. But
50-22, 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Nye pistol formation. Spencer Nye in the slot. McKenna out wide to the left. Johnson in the backfield. Gonna take the pitch. Johnson's got room.
Got some room.
Johnson gets pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 9.
Running hard tonight, number 14, Connor Johnson, sophomore.
Second down for the Missiles.
Running
not sure what it is, but yeah,
year.
I'll change the gain of 8 there. Second and 2, marked it at the 41. But yeah, the mentality of his running style changed in the last week here, Kurt.
It's good to see.
Nye takes the pitch. As Connor Johnson takes a pitch from Connor Nye, he makes something out of nothing. He's close to a first down.
Maybe a little short, or are they going to give it to him?
Nope, he does. Gain of 2.
To him.
trying to think before the game, talking to the local Polo radio station here, talking to one of the guys before the game, asking him my thoughts, and thought it'd be a good game. And he said, "You don't have that one good receiver yet from last year, do you?" I said, "Well, we had a couple of them last year,
Two
but
of them, yeah.
no, they're gone." He said it was a Johnson kid. I said, "Yeah, he graduated." But I said, his younger brother is here though, and he's going to be quite a player himself. So, and he's having the best game of his varsity career here
Yeah, very
tonight.
good game tonight by Connor Johnson, stepping up for this rivalry matchup, running hard.
1st and 10 for the Missiles ball on the Marco 39. Johnson going to run it up the middle. He's got more room. And he's still pushing forward there. Gain of about 10 more.
Give him another first down.
We'll give him a gain of 11.
Down Missiles.
And he's up unofficially. 11 carries, 100 yards on the night here for Connor Johnson.
Connor Johnson making a play for player of the game.
Three-headed monster here running the ball. Johnson, 100 yards. Nye, 84. Tom Smith, 81. That's something the Missiles haven't had in here recent years.
It's good to see the balance. It's good to see versatility in the offense.
Offensive line player of the game nominee.
That's out there too.
9:35 and counting. Connor taking his time under center, I formation. Going to be a toss to Connor to the right this time. More room. Like I said, when he's not getting touched 4 or 5 yards down the field, Kurt, it's going to be a good play.
Going.
He's down inside the 20.
Still going.
Takes it from the 28 down to about the 14, 13 maybe. 15 more yards for Connor Johnson.
You know, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't really get too stressed out about much, but this player of the game thing's kind of stressing me out, people. There's too many choices. I think, you know, I'm just going to throw it out there that we've said before, like last week, we're like, Connor and I will get it sometime. So there's got to be a time where we just give it to him. You can't fault a kid for playing well.
Yes. Like I said, so I talked to one of the coaches here. You're spoiled having him now for 3-year starter.
Yeah.
And Spencer Nye up the middle.
Connor's probably one of those kids, you run into it in volleyball. We went up to River Ridge and Durand this year, and you get up to River Ridge and you're like, that Albright girl's still playing. That she hasn't graduated yet. That Robinson girl's still playing. She hasn't graduated yet. I got to feel that there's some teams around here that are wondering the same thing about Connor.
Yeah, that was just brought up on the View from the West Pod I listened to. They talked about how it seems like he's been there forever.
Yeah.
And I will say that seems like Salto has been with Polo
forever.
forever.
Like Salto's been with Polo forever too, yeah.
2nd down and 9 for the Missiles. Ball on the 12-yard line of the Marcos. Pistol formation. Connor Nye with Johnson behind him. Take the snap and a little razzle-dazzle. Tom Smith off to left. He's inside the 10. 5, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Micah Tom Smith goes 12 yards for another Missile touchdown.
Next score 56-22.
That's one of those, you know, a little razzle-dazzle there, but a pretty simple play just underneath. Does that go as a touchdown pass?
Actually, I think it does.
Yeah, forward pass there by Connor. You see in the NFL there, they run that shovel pass sometimes. That goes to the touchdown pass for the quarterback. I got to imagine that counts.
2-point conversion, 3 trips to the right, 1 to the left. McKenna the long one
unguarded. No, now they're out there.
Nye going to throw it to Levengood. Levengood lowers his shoulder, and he's in. 2-point conversion, good. 7:56 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 58, Polo 22. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after the short timeout.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Welcome back here to Polo High School. Milledgeville 58. They just continue to be an offensive juggernaut tonight. Lead 58-22, 7:56 to go in the ball game. Like every series, offense, defense, somebody is making a play for the Missile Spirit. It has been fun to watch.
Everybody's getting in on the fun, it seems.
I'm going to be received by Brooks, who falls down about the 38. I'm going to update some scores here, Kurt, so I'll let you take some play-by-play duties here.
Perfect.
For Marcos, with the ball on their own.
Ball might have continued out of bounds there on that kick, but covered up there. Marco's going to take over on 38-yard line there in their territory.
$47-0, Dupec over Dakota. 30-16, Forreston over Galena.
Looks like, yeah, Milledgeville sticking with the same defensive lineup.
Meridian in a quarterback, I believe. Yep.
Looking for Dewey here on the outside. A little wide.
Pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, pass is incomplete.
Other scores here. It was 48-20, Lee win over Stockton. $42-20, Aurora over West Carroll. Aurora Central Catholic. 40-34, Orangeville, and it was in the 3rd quarter. That's a great game there at River Ridge.
Missiles continue with their 2 down linemen set on defense. Meridian still in a quarterback. Fernandez back in the game. Is that different?
That's Lowry on the carry.
I saw the 2.
Tackled by Evan Shank. Gain of 5, 3rd and 5. Geneseo, a big 24-21 over Moline. That's a big win for the Maple Leafs.
Meridian bringing the play in here for the Marcos. 3rd and 5. Missiles 44 from their own 44-yard line.
Going to be a first down there by Meridian.
Meridian keeps it.
Gain 7 there. Trying to get a Morrison score. I've not seen one yet. 20-0, Princeton on top of Newman.
10 for the Marcos with the ball on the 50-yard line.
Marcos have the ball here right on the 50-yard line. Still slightly in their territory. First down, 1st and 10. Meridian brings a play in from Coach Alston.
33-7, Morrison on top of Orion. Morrison going to improve to 3-0. Mustangs are going to be a team to look out for in 1A this year. Meridian, shotgun snap, rolls to his right. The lefty, that's going to be a tough throw for him. Gets away from Livingood, now just throws it out of bounds.
Meridian able to throw that one away. Got Connor Nye in the air.
I think Carter Livingood's cramping over here. Meridian pass falls incomplete. Gonna take a water break here. So quick timeout here on the field. I'll thank our sponsors here once again. The Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwheel Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, Ruby's Coffee Coach, and the player game, of course, sponsored by Selman Electric as well. And any sponsors, if you'd like to jump on, we got 3 straight home games after tonight. If any of you interested in jumping on at halftime with us, we'd be glad to give you a little airtime and talk about your business. So feel free to contact myself, Brooks, or the school to make that happen. So with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network. Welcome back here. Carter Livingood walks off the field on his own power. Just another cramping issue here for the Missiles. 2nd and 10 for the Marcos. Meridian takes a shotgun snap. Going to be pressured by Adamick. Now going to take off and run. Nice run here from Meridian. Inside the 35. About the 35-yard line. So 15-yard run there for Meridian. His best run of the night.
1st and 10 for the Marcos with the ball on the Missile.
Trying to check a Sterling score here for you as well. I haven't seen Sterling looking for their first win of the season, playing down at UT tonight. 7-0 after the first quarter. Looks like 23-19 in the fourth quarter. Sterling on top. Clock continues to run here. 5:50 and counting in this fourth quarter.
Warriors there at Sterling not really used to starting their season out like that over the last several years. Seems like they've had 9-0, 8-1, 7-2 seasons pretty consistently now for like the last 10 years. But
they tested themselves in the non-conference as well. I know they had Metamora on the road week 1, and then
St. Francis was St. Francis last week. Yeah, that's a tough draw.
The ball carrier.
Meridian going to be met at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Another nice tackle there by Spencer Nye, flying to the ball. Bruce Raymond has entered the game on defense. Looks like we've went to 3 down linemen now with Promenschenkel, Raymond, and Adamack. Maybe a response to Carter Livingood coming out of the game.
We got somebody that heard my request about halftime interviews. Someone said it will remain nameless, not to let Chad talk at halftime. Nobody wants to hear that, he said. 2nd and 10 for the Marcos. 4:48 and counting. Meridian shotgun formation. And going to have a jump. I believe the Missiles jumped.
Yeah.
Encroachment on the Missiles. Their 4th penalty for 35 yards. Marcos have 5 for 55. Not got much help here of the clarity of this player of the game here. We'll have to come up with something after the game.
Yep. Missile issues cramping tonight. A few kids going down a couple times. I'm starting to wonder if we maybe just like the massages you then get on the sidelines on the calf and the thigh.
Maybe the trainers are doing a little bit too good of a job over there. Brad Audie helping on the sideline there as well. Meridian going to be almost sacked by Adamick. He gets away from it, but Spencer Nye pressures him, but he gets rid of it. Now Adamick slow to get up, but maybe he's just more frustrated than anything. Like he had a sack there.
Promenschenkel slowly making his way to the sideline, coming off.
Could be cramping as well, maybe. Not sure. 3rd and 5. Meridian did a nice job slipping out of that sack there.
Yeah, looked like 2 Missiles defenders converged on him. Looked like he was going to be brought down, but he slipped out and able to at least get the ball away and save the sack. So with Promenschenkel out of the game, that moves Spencer Nye, one of our defensive ends, one of the down linemen. Meridian stays at quarterback for the Marcos. Lofts it up for Dewey, who brings it in.
Nice catch there by Dewey. One-handed snag there, and I think he's going to have the first down. Needed 5, got about 8 there. Meridian to Dewey.
Meridian looked like he almost shot that ball like a basketball out there to Dewey. And Dewey went up with basically one hand and brought it in.
Dewey up now on officially 4 catches for 100 yards in the ball game for Dewey. Noah Dewey, the 6'1" junior. And he takes the hand off. Now having a gaping hole up the middle that time for Lowry.
Yeah,
best run of the night.
Big hole created that time by the Marcos line.
And 7 there for Lowry.
What a time of year it is, everybody. NFL officially started last night. College has been going for a couple weeks. High school football in full swing.
Meridian to Dewey.
with
Dewey gets knocked out of bounds. Ball's on the 17. We'll see where that gets marked at.
The first and goal for the Marcos with the ball on the missile, 8-yard line.
9 yards. Meridian to Dewey. Guys, vote said, I like this quote here for player of the game. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Give it to the coaching staff.
All right. Coaching staff coming in with a vote.
White Polo look good, play good.
Yeah. When I was out at halftime there, I ran into some of my volleyball players that have been out there cheering in the stands the whole game. Heard them over here a couple times. I hope their plans are getting home and going to bed immediately after this. We got to get to Byron tomorrow morning.
Yes, tournament in Byron for the Lady Missiles. You had a nice week, just one game this week, but a big win at Eastland in the first conference matchup here. Coach, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we started conference play this week. We did only have the one match this week after what felt like a long, grueling week the weekend before. We had a good week the week before, but it was nice to kind of settle down on that one match.
A sweep of the Cougars up there,
yeah.
Yes.
JV got the win, too, in 2 games. We both won in 2 sets. It was just really a solid volleyball game. As a coach, it was stressful at times, obviously, but if I was a spectator, I would have enjoyed just watching that game. 2 good teams battling, but we came out with a big victory.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Lady Missiles on a little bit of a roll here right now.
Yeah, we're playing well. We got things rolling. Hopefully we can continue that into next week as we meet a few more conference opponents.
Salto received that pass, but he tackled by 9 for a 1-yard loss. 3rd and goal for the Marcos, back about the 8-yard line, it looks like. The scoreboard's not correct, but 2:06 to go in this ball game. Meridian shotgun formation. Lowry to his right, gonna throw it up and almost caught there by Dewey, but almost intercepted by Evan
Played
Shank.
by Evan Shank.
He's a 4th down.
So 4th and goal now.
For the Marcos. Evan Shank with a good play there defensively. Dewey still had a chance, but Evan got his hand in there to make it tougher to bring in that catch.
Living good back in. Raymond subs out. Fourth and goal for the Marcos. Ball on the missile, 8-yard line. 1:58 to go in the ball game. We'll see if we can, I don't know if we'll get Coach Roble up here, maybe the player of the game. Stay tuned for some post-game interviews. As Meridian gonna drop back to throw. Throws it up and incomplete. Looking for Salto. The Missiles get another defensive stop here. As we might just be a couple kneel downs from this one being over here, Kurt.
Sight that'll be glad to see is hopefully we get to get in that victory formation here and hold on to our trophy, take it back to Milledgeville with us.
That's changed hands the last couple of years. First time in a little bit that'll stay in the same place. And the Missiles get their first win in Polo since the 2018 team did it here that year in 11-man football. The Missiles went 9-0 that year. Nate Rand, Carson Boyer, Blaine Kappas and crew. As Nye takes the snap, drops back in the victory formation. Down to 1:45 to go, and boy, what a ball game here, Kurt. Is, like I said, neither of us thought it would go this way.
Yeah, slightly unexpected here, but Missiles came out and played. You just sit here trying to figure out this player of the game, and it's almost impossible. We're going to maybe have to come up with something here. Multiple winners, whole team, defense, offense. We could go any direction here, and it'd be the right choice. There's no wrong choices here tonight. Missiles just put on a solid performance on both ends of the ball.
Nye once again takes a snap, takes a knee, down to 1 minute, so we'll be one more knee away here from ending this ball game, and the Missiles put 58 points up on the board. That's impressive, and just as impressive holding this Marco offense to 22.
If you look up at that scoreboard, both sides, we put up 58 points against this defense, and we held this offense to 22. So that's neither of those things were things I expected. I expected maybe we'd have just as many points, but Polo would maybe have 50. Or
Yep, just I said one goal off the list, but this isn't it. You're not going to hear the end of the Marcos here yet either.
Nope.
I said last year they had 2 early losses, then made a run to the state semifinals, so don't count them out. Both these teams' goals are both ahead of them here, Curtis. Both have bigger goals than just tonight here.
Yeah, no, you can't. Neither team can let this game define their season. This game doesn't. I think we were talking to a kid before the game, both of us, and talking about how big this game was. But I believe we both just said this game's big for this week, and then next week we got another big one. And you know, you can't dwell on this. It's always fun to play Polo. It's always fun coming over the Polo. It's fun when Polo comes to us. 2 great programs, 2 great towns, battled it out tonight. Missiles end up on the high side of the scoreboard.
Yep, as the both hands meet, like both respect for both these programs. They both respect each other.
Yep.
Coach Robo, Coach Austin, they get along good. Like I said, much respect, and maybe we'll get that rematch in the playoffs, something that we haven't seen in 8-man. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a matchup I'd really like to see too. You know, get your best 8-man, whatever it is, teams meeting up against each other. Could not imagine the atmosphere that game took place at either place that a playoff buzz would create if we could meet up in the playoffs.
As the Missiles, but the coaches have done a good job with this team as well, keeping them focused week to week, Kurt. They haven't got caught looking ahead.
Yeah.
And like I said, this week now, you win each week. Just a win each week. You're looking every week as a new week and playing one game at a time now. Get the victory, a big rivalry win over Polo. Now the focus turns to Orangeville next week.
Yeah, you gotta handle your business next week against Orangeville. Same preparation, same focus. Get that win and just keep moving on, one game at a time.
Yep, and for the Marcos, they got to rebound, and they go on the road against a good Ridgewood team next week. So like I said, they'll be right back at it, and see, hopefully Salto, Fernandez are good to go next week for them. Looked like Salto was for sure, but gimping around. But yeah, we hope they're both back at full strength next week. But yeah, like I said, Coach Alston will get them refocused, and they'll be ready next week at Cambridge, I'm sure.
Yeah, Polo's going to rebound from this. They're going to continue to have a solid season. Hopefully the Missiles can continue to build on this and improve their season each and every week.
All right, we'll cut here away for a short break as we'll try to come up with a player of the game and see if we can grab a player or a coach or two for some post-game interview. So stay tuned right here on the Missile Sports Network for more post-game coverage. Welcome back here to Polo High School in the press box. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk. And, well, this one was a lot of fun here, Kurt, as the Missiles dominate in every way here tonight. As early and often, and some turnovers early kind of swung the game, but offensive, defensively, like that's one of the most complete games I've seen the Missiles play here, especially in the 8-man game.
Yeah, we put every facet of the game together tonight from the beginning, like you said. Now, last week we returned the opening kickoff. We didn't do that tonight, but just the offense set the tone early. Bryce McKenna set the defensive tone with that interception. We set the tone with physicality. Basically held Brock Salto in check. Again, hope he's okay. We hope he recovers. We want to see this Polo team fight to the end. We hope to see them in the playoffs, have another battle. He finished the game. He was a little gimpy, but we more or less neutralized him, took him out of the game, and you got to imagine that was our game plan coming in.
It looks like D'Angelo Fernandez, I see him walking away here. He looks okay for the most part as well.
Yeah.
So both those kids appear like they should be good next week. I won't speculate on that, but yeah, we wish them the best going forward. And like I said, you're not the last you'll hear from Polo, I know that. But yeah, don't take any credit away from Missiles. They absolutely own this game, especially in the trenches, Kurt. They just dominated the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a player of the game come up here and join us, and we've been talking about it. You could have gave it to anybody. Our offensive, defensive lines up front, linebackers. I think there was even some hidden stuff there that doesn't show out in stats, doesn't show up really necessarily on the scoreboard for the team, but everybody just played their role, played their part. Nice, great team win from Missiles, and some people really stepped up and had their best game of the season so far.
Yeah, Missiles tonight unofficially in their stats. Connor Johnson, 2 rushing touchdowns, 12 carries, 115 yards. Connor Nye, 84 yards rushing and a touchdown. Tom Smith, 10 rushes, 81 yards and a touchdown. Spencer Nye, 1 carry for 17 yards. Through the air, Connor Nye, 5 for 8, 3 touchdowns, 151 yards. Just another ho-hum performance.
Another day at the office.
Yep, for Connor Nye. Tom Smith, 3 receptions, 47 yards and a touchdown. Carter Livingood, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns for 104 yards. And now we're joined in the booth here by Micah Tom Smith, the junior, as you are the winner, has been selected as the Selman Electric Player of the Game. Congratulations there, Micah.
Thank you, Kyle.
As duck down, sit in the chair so we can get your on face there as we're on camera here. As Micah, just a great ball game. Something me and Kurt caught by surprise the score of this game, but you guys set the tone early and just played the best ball game I've seen you guys play in 8-man in the 3 year guys. You've been just talk about the focus of this game and preparation going into it.
All week we prepped. We said we got to dominate Salto. I haven't seen the stat book, but I think we've gotten him held him around 70 to 80 yards.
Yep, I had him down for 79 yards.
We locked in on him. We took care of him, and then we got great other playmakers out there to guard everybody else. It was a lot of prep. We all locked in this week. We knew it was going to be a tough week, and we didn't want anything more but a blowout. We knew we were capable of it. We knew we could put it's 58 to 22. We knew we could dominate.
Yeah, the line of scrimmage, I think both ways. You guys own the line of scrimmage. You were getting a push.
We didn't like how they were, number 2 in the state. We didn't like that, and I mean, our guys took that personal, and we said we're going to take care of business because everybody had Polo against us, and we love to play when we're down. So
yeah, you guys have been. We're talking about earlier in the game when you guys haven't been the quick strike offense, but we haven't had a running game like this in the last several years in 8-man. We have 3 rushers go over 84 yards in the ball game. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch, and just congratulations. Enjoy the victory here tonight,
so much,
Micah.
Kyle.
Thank you, and congratulations on the player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, Micah Tom Smith, the player of the game here. So he did a good job offensively and shadowing Brock Salto. Now we're joined by head coach of the Missiles, Coach Jason Roble. As Coach Roble get the headset on, and first we got me and Kurt commenting on how sharp you're looking in the white polo.
That's probably not a good choice because white's not very slimming, and I can need all the help I can get. But my goal is this year to match the guys' uniforms. So we wore orange, and I wore orange and black last week, and white, and we got one more little surprise. Hopefully,
what number's Dalton going to be next week? He's 3.
Who knows? He's got a ripped jersey. We can't, So Dalton's putting everybody on notice with his different jerseys.
No, Coach, as I was talking to Kurt. This is the most complete game I've seen you guys play. That first half was the best half of football I've seen you guys play since you've came down to the 8-man level here.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was a great effort. I'm proud of our guys, how they showed up. I felt that we could do this if we showed up and dominate the game. And our number one thing was try to take Polo out of their bread and butter, which was Salto with the ball. And I thought we did a nice job with that. Then we got the lead, and I think we were able to protect it because Polo's not necessarily a passing team. They did a real nice job passing. We got to work on that. That's my one gripe of the game, that we messed up coverage a lot and misaligned. But we said all week, if we get them passing the ball, we're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's more impressive, the 58 points you put up or the 22 points you held them to.
Yeah, that's very true, because they've been averaging I don't know what, and I'm not sure what Salto's been averaging rushing the ball either. But I'm real proud of our effort. I know I was a little upset at halftime that we had more penalty yards than Salto had rushing. That's a good stat to have, kind of. Yes. We were hurting ourselves a little bit there, but I can't say enough how our guys played, and this is a good confidence boost for us going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, the line of scrimmage. Talk about that O-line, tight ends, O-line, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I thought we got a real good good push. We pretty much ran where we wanted to. Near the end of the game, they started to blitz a little bit more and made it a little harder on us, but that set up the play action. You got a kid like Carter living with that speed. It's almost unfair. He's that big and good a blocker, but he can run. He's going to surprise some people this year, and we knew that, and he sure did tonight. Yeah, and we talked before the game, me and Kurt, missing maybe the one explosive playmaker that we've had in the past, Cason Johnson, Bryce Audie. But, boy, we haven't had a rushing attack like this in the past couple of years in 8-man either. No, yeah.
3 guys over 80 yards tonight.
Yeah, that's great. And the thing is, we, not only got running backs that can do that, then a quarterback as well that can pound the ball like a fullback. So, that's the one talking about our O-line and Carter Livingood. We're not huge up front, but we're pretty fast, and I felt we're pretty physical, and we did that today.
And the trophy's going to stay in Milledgeville. First time it's been going back and forth here a little bit, but nice to keep the trophy at home here as well.
It was tough pulling it out of the case today, and it's nice to put it back on the bus. And I know, like I said, the kids really responded. I laid the challenge out in front of them, and I knew we had a good football team. And we just, I think, proved that today. But we still got a lot of work to do.
Yep, week to week. Now you're focused on Orangeville for next week, and Polo rebounds with Cambridge. But I thought one player that ran the hardest I've seen him run was Connor Johnson tonight. Looked like a switch flipped.
Yes. Coach Garoble said the same thing.
He had 115 yards rushing.
Wow.
2 touchdowns, but running hard.
Yeah, you know what? I gave him a little crap there at the end. He started doing some spin move stuff, and I told him, "Hey, you're not number 17 on Polo, with his spin moves." But he squared his shoulders up and made some nice plays, and stiff armed a guy, and he got some tough yards there. So we've been waiting for him to take that next step. In junior high, he's a lineman. So last year he played some running back, and I feel like he's starting to click with him now.
Yeah, I think they're giving them Polo radio guys some nightmares. I was talking to one of them before the game, and he said, "You don't have that good wide receiver anymore, do you?" I said, "Well, we lost a pair of them, Johnson." He's like, "Oh, the Johnson kid." I said, "Yeah, but we do have his little brother."
Yeah.
And lo and behold, wearing 14 tonight.
Exactly.
So I think they had some flashbacks.
Yeah. Excuse me. Not only that, but then, man, he just missed a huge reception there.
Yes.
I can't remember what part of the game that was. It was right out of third. Right before halftime, maybe?
Yeah, right after halftime. That was a bullet. That pass had a lot of zip on it.
It did, man. Connor showed off his arm a couple times tonight. But yeah, early in the game, Connor Johnson was wide open on that backside of that wheel, and we knew we were going to have a chance. So we went to it, and Connor made some time with his legs, and man, he's got a strong arm. Too bad little Johnny couldn't come up with that one for another score.
Yeah, it's fun when we have that hard of a time coming up with a player of the game. That tells you the effort.
Yeah, exactly.
And we talk about that. You get spoiled with Connor and I know people feel like, just like Salto, we feel like he's been here for 10 years.
Yeah.
I know opposing guys as well with Connor. Just another ho-hum, 5 for 8, 150 yards. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground. Just
it gets
overlooked so much, but you just take it for granted. You almost feel bad for the kid. He's just that steady and good.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been trying to impress upon him that, every week we go in, there's going to be other teams like, hey, we can't let Nye beat us, and he's got to, do the little things right, fake things out, because, teams are going to focus on him. And still, even with all that focus, he consistently puts up great numbers, whether with his legs or with his arm, and he puts the ball in the money. He makes the wide receivers' jobs pretty easy most of the time. He's as a sophomore, he just played offense, and sometimes his head was swimming a little bit, but he's really got command of everything now as a senior.
Yep, that's good to see. Shout out to Bryce McKenna with that early interception. Spencer and I played a heck of a ball game. He had a pick as well.
Yeah.
Just a couple big turnover. You win the turnover battle, that's key in this matchup as well.
Yeah, that pick that Spencer had right before halftime, I think it was huge because, Polo was threatening a little bit, and then he came up with that big pick. Then I think we went
next play, 59 yards to Living Good.
Yeah, so that was a big swing of events, and I would say Spencer's probably a close second maybe in player of the game tonight.
Yeah, that was a big key. It was 30-8 at that time, but they score and they get the ball after half. If they do, like I said, it's 30-16, and then they get the ball after half.
Yeah.
Instead, you get an interception and a score. You're up 36-8. That was a huge swing.
It was a huge play, and I thought Spencer was maybe going to take it to the house, but Spencer's you look at him, you're like, oh man, he's not a real big kid, but he's a football player. He is definitely a football player. He plays hard. He said he couldn't sleep last night, so he just stayed up watching film, and that showed because he
sounds like Spencer.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for jumping on with me, Coach. Enjoy this victory, and good luck next week at home. 3 straight home games. So
yeah, it's awesome.
And the rest of you fans back in Milledgeville, if you're around in Milledgeville, how about we meet at the Bell here tonight, Coach?
Sounds great. Thank you for the coverage, and I love this broadcast, and thank you guys, everybody involved. Thank you so much.
All right, that was head coach of the Milledgeville Missiles, Jason Roble, and that's we'll let Kurt jump back on here and say goodbye. As once again, your Missiles get a big victory here tonight in Polo by a score of 58-22. Any final thoughts on the game here tonight, Kurt?
Coach Roble summed it up great. What a night. What a night. Good night here in Polo. Football team showed up, showed out, looked good, played good. Always nice being Polo.
Always nice. We'll take that. A nice win. The volleyball girls get a win over Eastland this week. The varsity football team says we'll handle Polo on the road here for you as well. So
yeah, good week of athletics here for the Milledgeville Missiles programs.
And that's going to do it for our coverage. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again. They are the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwheel Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, and Ruby's Coffee Coach. And once again, the player of the game, Micah Tom Smith, the Selman Electric gift card winner here tonight. So congratulations to Micah. I'd like to thank our executive producer, Brooke Wilkinson, as well as the camera, Miley Arnold tonight. Thank you all for listening, and have a great night.